Hi, welcome to the all signs. Hello, camera not set up properly. Hold on for a second. All right, that's better. That's better. All right, rewind. Welcome to the all signs. There are feelings for you. If you're new here, hi, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. Very, very happy to have you. If you're unfamiliar, ooh, I'm getting chills all of a sudden. If you're unfamiliar with how I do the all signs, there are feelings for you reading, this is how it goes. It's open for everybody, okay? You don't have to be, it's like, I won't know until I pull the spread whether it's reading for someone single, about to meet someone throughout the week, or reading for someone who's dealing with a complicated situation, or dealing with someone who's married. Sometimes the messages could relate to a family squabble, okay? So just listen to what messages come through and only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Hi, welcome. I don't know how to say your name, but I'm going to just shorten it by saying hi, Zat. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Allison. Hi, Caramel. Hi, Rachel. Good morning. Hi, Karen. Buenos dias. You guys are awesome. You guys showed up really quickly. I appreciate you guys. No coffee in tow today. I woke up a little bit late and I had to feed all my pets. That was the top priority. Oh, and the kids too. All right, so I'm going to begin with the birthday babies, Taurus, and then Aries through Pisces. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. I hope you guys are all doing good. All right. Okay. Happy birthday, Taurus. Oh my goodness, that does not look like a cake. Hold on, don't look. Don't look, hold on. Taurus be like, oh, is that my birthday wish? Let me make it look a little bit more realistic to a cake. Let me add a balloon so it is not hard to understand what it is. Okay. All right. Happy birthday, Taurus. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. You see on the camera, it does not look like a cake, but on my end, I don't care. Blur it out if you need to, YouTube. All right, so let's take a look at Taurus for the week ahead. What do we have for Taurus this week? Who are they connecting to? The star wanted to hop out. The star hopped out, Taurus. That's a really good sign. And what's on the bottom? The Ten of Pentacles. Some of you Taurians are already in stable relationships and you're just watching this reading to just get some advice on how to maintain that stable relationship. Or for others, you may be getting in a relationship very soon if you're single. Okay, what do we have for Taurus this week? What do we have for Taurus this week, please? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. All right, Taurus, your person is feeling for you, whoever you're connecting to this week. We have the Fool. Someone may be feeling like you guys just met and they're excited to get to know you more. Because the Fool is a brand new start. It's number 0. It's a clean slate. So some of you Taurians are either about to meet someone new if you're currently single and someone's going to feel really smitten by you early on. Or you and another person are having some sort of brand new opportunity, you know. What's this person's intentions with Taurus, the 7 of Pentacles? They want to invest. What's their behavior towards you this week? The Knight of Cups. How does Taurus feel? The Sun. The overall energy, the Knight of Swords. Taurus, this looks fantastic. For some of you Taurians this week, you're either falling in love with someone brand new, because you got the new beginning card too. You got the Sun. Sun is new beginnings at times, and the Fool is new beginnings. And with the Knight of Cups being this person's behavior this week, that's pursuing something romantic with you. Or someone's doing something sweet with you this week. The 7 of Pentacles as intentions is to invest in this. I like it. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. I'm going to start with this person's feelings this week. We got the Fool. Some of you met someone during Aries season. Why the Fool? I'm getting for someone here, someone may be taking a risk that might like bring in more romance to a relationship. As I'm saying that, the Ace of Cups flipped out. Eight of Pentacles. Taurus, someone's putting in quite the effort this week towards being prominent in your life, like being someone that you're like engaging with on a regular basis so you don't like forget about them. This does feel like new love. This does feel like new love. Some of you may have met at the workplace or through mutual contacts. Someone's trying to make a very important judgment call. All right, clarify Taurus's feelings. Why the Sun? Why the Sun for Taurus's feelings for this person? The Five of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. That's the card that I just had. The Eight of Pentacles is letting you know that you want to put in the effort, but you may feel a bit challenged in regards to how long it's going to be kept up like this. And if there's other people that are going to like interfere. There could be some insecurities about other people being in this situation. Doesn't actually have to be people in the situation, but it's coming up as a fear, like a subconscious fear for someone here. That, you know, if I like this person, that means 5 other people like this person, I'm sure. It's like someone's worried that every time that they like someone or want to invest, it seems that other people are vying for that person too. Or vying for that job, vying for that goal. It's like you may feel like everything that you want, other people want too. But if it's meant for you, Taurus, it's meant for you. All right, so let's dive into this person's intentions. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Why the Seven of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, and then I see the Five of Cups on the bottom. Taurus, it feels like you're getting a serious opportunity this week from this person. Someone's like approaching you with some sort of idea, some sort of plan, a date, a meetup. Excursion. I don't think I said that word correctly. Excursion. Gemini energy now just showed up. Some of you, there's travel involved or meeting someone while traveling. For some of you Taurians, someone may have already tried to attempt something and it backfired, maybe because the timing was off. Like good person, right person, bad timing. Like maybe the timing just was not aligning for your work schedules. Maybe that's why I got the Eight of Pentacles repeatedly with the Five Wands. You guys' work schedules. You work nights, they work days, or vice versa. Or, you know, you both are very hardworking, working people, nonstop going. Because that Eight of Pentacles wanted to repeatedly show up. All right, so let's clarify this person's behavior and actions. Someone here is trying to work something into their busy schedule. As I said that, the King of Pentacles just landed on my hand. The King of Pentacles is a business owner, or it's someone with a high-profile profession, someone that makes a lot of money, has a lot of responsibilities, but when they want someone, they will make time for that person. That could also be you, Taurus, because that's your court card. But I was clarifying the Knight of Cups. Unless that Knight of Cups is pursuing you. Knight of Cups is pursuing you. Take it however it resonates. If you resonate with the King of Pentacles versus the Queen of Pentacles, things like that. But someone here is sitting here with a big old cake in their hand, and it is your birthday season. So Taurus, it feels like someone's going to be pursuing a lot of your time and attention this week, and it feels genuine. It feels genuine. It feels like you got someone that really likes you, maybe even falling in love with you with that Knight of Cups, and is making a decision to show up in a responsible way around this time frame and learning from a past disappointment. But with you, there's some insecurity surrounding you, it feels like. So let me get another card on that. Why does Taurus have this energy around them? You may be worried about, you know, someone else messing something up. Maybe you got an ex that's still lingering around. Page of Swords. Someone else outside of the situation is watching the two of you. it feels like. Someone's watching the two of you, and that could be why you may be feeling a little worried. Whether an ex is watching someone's social media strongly, or if you guys work together, Eight of Pentacles, there could be office gossip with that Five of Wands, people watching you like flirt and get a little too close. This feels like a connection that's not in a full-blown relationship yet. But it could get there with the right attention, with that Ace of Pentacles being there. Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the one with the strong feminine energy is the most worried that something may not work out the way that they're hoping. So now we have a perfect match. We got the King and Queen of Pentacles. So that clears things up earlier when I was trying to figure out who's showing up with that Knight of Cups energy, or where that Knight of Cup energy is going. I thought at first it was telling me that it's someone coming towards you as that Knight of Cups, coming away from being the King of Pentacles to pursue you, or if they were going to you as the King of Pentacles. All right. I'm not seeing anything to worry about, though. I feel like with that Nine of Swords energy, it's like unnecessary worry. If there are people involved that are just insecure about the two of you, or jealous, or just miserable in their own life, I feel like if you just ignore it and not engage, it won't do anything. People need your response and your reaction to be fed more momentum, okay? If you starve it, it will go away eventually, unless the person is freaking obsessive and dealing with fixation. Anything else for Taurus before I pull the no contact group or the complicated group? The Queen of Swords, and then I got the Four of Swords on the bottom. Taurus, I feel like just clear your mind this week. Try not to entertain any negative thoughts if it's not rooted somewhere. All right, if a negative thought is coming from an actual rooted place, just focus on how to solve the solution instead of obsessing about the problem. But if there's no root to your fear and it's just coming from a place of, this happened the last time I was trying to get involved with someone, or, this seems to always try not to entertain that if there's no root to it, and stay grounded, okay? Because this looks like you got someone that really likes you, orbiting around you, really wants to like get something going, and they're coming in very focused on you. They're not focusing on anyone else, all right? So it looks like someone's wanting to like get something going with you, established. So for those of you in complicated situations, I'm gonna pull the hidden messages right now. Where did my other stack go? Oh. Okay. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, Taurus, I have Leo, Gemini, Aries. That's the main ones. I wouldn't worry too much about zodiac signs. It's just the energy that's being utilized during this week between the two of you. Okay. Please rock that like and subscribe button for you, girl, if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Happy family. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Some of you Taurians are establishing a healthy relationship with someone that could really, break some sort of generational trauma. Maybe you grew up in a household where it was toxic, and grandma was toxic with grandpa, and great-grandma was toxic with great-grandpa, and now you're like, you know what? My kids are not going to see that. I like it. Make a move. Swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Waiting won't align, action will. Taurus, you got somebody around you, and I've been picking up on that. I think I've even picked that up on your May monthly. You got someone around you that's seeing you as like high caliber, long-term comfortability. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. I'm not getting any complicated cards. Usually these cards will come out letting you know what's going on for those who are in a complicated situation, but they're all coming in positive. Taurus, this is a very beautiful week for you, it looks like, in your love life. You're being appreciated, you're being pursued, people are seeing what makes you amazing, and you might have some jealousy around you, but ignore it, ignore it. All right, so I hope that helps. On to Aries. Do check out your May monthly, Taurus. It's in my May playlist. All right, it's kind of long though. Hi, Aries. Aw, one of the moon children. You are such a sweetheart. Gosh, thank you so much, Girly Poo. I really appreciate it. Hi, J-Dub. Thank you so much, girl. I really appreciate it. Hi, Infinite Faith. All right, Aries. Speaking of Aries, I just opened up to the Emperor, Aries energy, and the Ten of Cups. Some of you, Aries, you're really running a stable household. If you're already a mom or a dad, single parent, could be coupled, you're taking good care of your family. And if you don't have any kids, you may be the head of your family where people count on you to, you know, swoop in whenever there is a problem. You're seen as the one that seems to know what to do in an emergency situation. Not really a romantic message, but it came through. So that's just a message from your family that they see you as like the one to call if there's a problem with the family. All right, what do we have for Aries this week? How does their person feel about them? Aries, how does Aries' person feel about them? Whoever they are to them, whether it's someone that they're, hello, Queen of Pentacles. Right away, someone's acknowledging that you are a very stable individual, that you tend to be very resourceful and you stay calm while doing it. Calm? I usually don't get that for Aries, so you may have some strong earth placements. Doesn't mean that you're not calm, but like I usually get you as like a really strong force. 2 more shuffles for Aries. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Aries. Okay, Aries, this person's feelings towards you right now. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Some of you, someone may be feeling like you're not welcoming them into your comfortable life. Like, someone may feel like they may have like removed their place at your dinner table, whether due to a behavior that you didn't appreciate. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Girly Poo. Thank you so much, Rachel. Someone just feels like your warmth, your support is not being given to them right now. And it doesn't mean that that's what you're actually doing, but that's how someone's feeling. Like if someone's used to you being always attentive and texting a lot and hanging out a lot, and all of a sudden they feel like you're not making a lot of time for them lately, they could be feeling like they're getting the fade out, like you're not being direct about not wanting to speak to them anymore, but you're just slowly ignoring them in a way, the hope that eventually they stop texting you and get the hit. That's what they're feeling. What's this person's intentions with Aries? The 10 of Cups. And that's the card that we just saw during the pre-shuffle. Aries, you got someone that feels like being with you would bring a lot of strength to their life, a lot of gains. Someone's looking at you as if being with someone like you would be able to give them some relief in regards to their day-to-day life. Like someone's looking at you as if, regardless of gender, that you would be a good provider. It doesn't have to be financially. It's just that a lot of people like to be around people who know what to do in an emergency situation. You know, your reputation in regards to your life, Aries, is coming up as you're like the head of the family. And someone wants to build that with you. Someone sees how people respond to you in your day-to-day life and feels like being with you, they can like have a feeling of relief. What's this person's actions with, I almost called you Gemini. What's this person's actions with Aries this week? The Hanged Man. Right now, this person's being passive because they don't know what you want them to do. Like I said in the beginning, this person may feel like they've already made attempts to like, you know, be active in your life, but maybe they're feeling like you don't respond as much as you usually do. It's not saying that you're not talking at all. They're just feeling like they're not getting the full support right now, even though they know you're capable of it. Hanged Man is like a passive energy. It kind of feels like for some of you, they sent you a text that you haven't responded to yet. Like they sent you a text last night and they're like, all right, I'm not double texting Aries, forget that. They don't respond this morning, I'm just gonna not do anything. So for some of you, check your cell phones, you might have a text. Crosswatcher's like, yeah, tell them to respond. All right, how does Aries feel about this person? 9 of Cups, you're happy, but you're not like being focused on the relationship right now. The Nine of Cups is usually that card that shows up when we're feeling satisfied with things as is. We don't necessarily need anything to be different. So you may be happy and satisfied with how much attention you are giving this person right now and putting a lot of your attention to yourself. Because the Nine of Cups person is very emotionally independent, doesn't need to cling on anybody to feel secure. Like, you're comfortable just putting your phone on silent and just spending the day at the beach, or just going for a long drive and listening to some music. You don't need to constantly be checking your phone or have someone next to you. Some of you Aries have gotten into a position in your life where you've gotten used to being on your own. I feel like I'm reading for an Aries that's been single for a long time, and you've gotten accustomed to it, and now you got someone in your life that wants more of your time because they enjoy it, and you're over here like, I've actually given you a lot of attention based off of what attention I gave other people before. It's like you may feel like you're actually doing more for this relationship than maybe other people that you've ever dated, and you may have no idea that this person feels kind of like pushed away. You are coming in as someone very emotionally, like you're in control. And that's possibly why you got your reputation. What's the overall energy here? The Four of Swords. Yeah, some of you, you're not talking to someone right now, but not because you're angry. I'm not getting any anger off of you, Aries. For some of you, you may not even understand that someone's feeling kind of like less supported by you. Like, this could be someone that you just talked to yesterday and you have no idea that they're wanting more of your attention. With the Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords being here, Aries, I do feel like you are a direct person. So if there is something that this person wants to ask you, you will straight up answer. You're not someone that's going to sugarcoat. But they have to come to you if they have a problem. You're not going to just be a mind reader. For some of you, this person's hoping that you'll notice that they feel kind of left out. All right, so let's clarify. Let's clarify why they feel this way. Seven of Pentacles, someone wants more investment with you. Someone wants more of your time. Someone's like, come on, Aries, can you squeeze out a little bit more cuddle time, a little bit more hangout time, a little bit more texting time? Someone wants more of your investment to feel like this is something to safely give to. What's on the bottom? Queen of Wands, Aries' court card. And I'm clarifying their feelings for you. They feel like you are very attractive. You've got a way about you that's very charismatic. Don't get hung up on the gender of the card. Queen of Wands can represent a man too. We all carry masculine and feminine energy. This person just, when you think about the Queen of Wands, Aries, the Queen of Wands is someone who's it's a person who leads their own life. They don't follow anybody. They're not wondering, oh, what is so-and-so going to do to figure out if I want to do it too? It's like, no, you're like, no, I want to do this. So if they want to come, that's great. If not, I'm still going. That's how the Queen of Wands is. The Queen of Wands is also a very charismatic person, a light of the party. So someone may feel like your absence, there is no party. Without you, it's dull. Without you, it's like, have you ever seen those family dynamics where, a family just doesn't look like a family, but then when one person shows up, all of a sudden everyone's in a great mood, everyone's laughing, and you're coming up like that, Aries, in your family dynamic. And I got that at the very beginning. And you got someone in your life right now that wants more of that. Like, you're someone that until you show up, there is no party. Until you show up with your famous potato salad, there is no party. Like, you are the party. And someone is wanting more of your attention because you're kind of like the infuser of fire. You infuse a lot of people with your fire. You energize people. You get people either laughing or just like, something about your personality is really something that this person needs right now. They may be feeling down in their life right now. They may have lost a job recently or is not making as much as you and just needing a little pick-me-up. So let's dive into your feelings a little bit more. You got the Nine of Cups. Why the Nine of Cups? I'm looking at this crab. There's a crab on the beach. Some of you could be connecting to a Cancerian or someone with Cancer placements. The High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Again, you're not mad. You're coming in just a free spirit. The Knight of Wands is that person that doesn't like to be tied down to a 9-to-5 schedule. So you might be an entrepreneur, you might work for yourself, and if you work for another company, you've been given some flexibility with your schedule, or you are remote. But you're also coming in as someone very spiritually lined up. Like your spirit team is on point. You can pick up on things strongly. You can sense when someone likes you quickly. You can sense when someone's shady quickly. You have this way about you. So you can sense that this person likes you. So it's not stressing you out to want to figure it out. 8 of Wands could tell me that you're traveling right now. Hello, frog in the throat, get out. There we go. The 8 of Wands is telling me that you feel like you've been texting a lot, or you will be this week. All right. The 8 of Wands is a lot of texting back and forth. But right now with that High Priestess, you may have needed a little quiet time. Maybe, last night you just needed a little chill time and you just wanted to rest to your earbuds and listen to a podcast as you fall asleep. I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep. Sometimes tarot can make things seem more dramatic than it really is. When I'm reading for an Aries, that's like, it ain't that deep. I was just falling asleep to a podcast. I didn't answer my text last night. I'll answer when I get ready. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this. Clarify the 10 of Cups. This does not feel like a connection that is broken up. This feels like a connection that's on its early stages of developing, maybe under a year old. Why the 10 of Cups? The Devil and the Empress and the Ace of Cups. The Devil makes us fearful of what we've got as far as opportunities go. Ace of Cups as intentions is telling me that this person wants a new beginning with you to have that 10 of Cups. All right? Can't have the 10 of Cups without the Ace of Cups. The Empress as intentions is the intent to nurture, to see this grow. But wedged in there is the Devil, which is that voice that tells us we're not good enough or someone doesn't find us interesting. And then we start to self-sabotage by becoming clingy, sending a whole bunch of random texts because we didn't get a response to the first one, instead of just staying calm and waiting for someone to be available to respond to our message. The Devil gets us all panicky, thinking that our person is not interested, to where we start doing things that would cause that interest to be disappeared. That was not grammatically correct. Like Aries, right now you really like this person, but if they start to let fear and insecurities get in the way and they start to text you nonstop, or need constant reassurance or constant reminders that you like them, that will turn you off. That will turn you off. So it looks like this person's trying to be, passive about it and not do anything that could jeopardize you guys' connection. Why the Hanged Man? The 3 of Cups. Yeah, this person wants to continue dating you. All right, so for the next 3 or 4 months, you guys are still dating, still living your best life. Like I said, this person feels like you are like the life of the party, but there is fear that you could end up not wanting to see them any further. It's a fear that's, lingering around this person right now. All right, so let's get the complicated group, people in complicated situations, and see what your person's feelings are. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, Aries, I've got you're here. Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces. That's the main zodiac signs that came through. Please rock that like and subscribe button for you, girl, if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate you. Misunderstood. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. Someone here, Aries, may be feeling like you cut them off because you misunderstood them. Back together. The honeymoon round 2 has begun, but the real tea is how long it's going to last. For some of you, if that 5 of Pentacles is a representation of you pulling back aggressively and not speaking to someone anymore, this person may feel like it was a misunderstanding, and there could be a conversation that happens between the two of you that allows you guys to reconnect. 3 of Cups, but how long will it last? Doing the work. Growth is happening behind the scenes. Healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. Aries, for some of you, you may have been similar to how this person is showing up, but you healed. You did the work. You did the work on yourself and told yourself, man, no connection is worth stressing out and affecting my mental health about it. If someone's not interested in me, I'm not going to sweat it, Real receipts. The screenshots were saved and the messages were archived. The evidence is airtight and ready to blow things up. Some of you, there's a situation where people are taking screenshots, saving, you know, receipts and text messages. If there was some sort of falling out, like someone may be like trying to, like imagine being in a relationship with someone and you share all your secrets, you share all personal stuff, things that you don't want out to the public, just to confide in someone and have someone to be a safe space. And then a year into it or whatever, it goes south and now this person's like, I'm going to tell your secrets. I've got the proof. I got the screenshots. That's some messed up stuff. So crosswatcher, if you're doing that, that's messed up. That's not cool. If someone confided in you, that's because they trusted you. And on the bottom, comfortability. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. Taurus got that. So Aries, I feel like this week you got someone that really appreciates when you're around and would like to see more of you. But if you're not interested in being around someone around this time frame and you're just wanting to focus on doing more work on yourself, that's your prerogative. You have every right to do that. But someone here might be trying to like if they don't get you to accept them back into your life or into their life, just be mindful that this person, if you shared anything with them and you're, you know, someone with a prominent position in your work, they might try to mess with your reputation. I don't like that. That's some shady stuff right there. All right, Aries, I hope that helps. I love you. Do check out your May monthly. It's got 2 spreads in it. It's got a love spread and it's got a general spread for everything else that could be going on in your life. It's in my May playlist on my YouTube channel. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, or enjoy your weekend. I keep forgetting it's Saturday, not Sunday. All right, Gemini is next. Taurus, if you're just now checking in, I already did your reading. I did your reading first because it's your birthday season. All you have to do is rewind. All right, Gemini. I broke my chalk. I've got nothing but little itty bitty chalk pieces around because I keep friggin' breaking my chalk. Anyways, work hazard, just venting. Just bought this chalk too. Hi Gemini, welcome, welcome. 1 second, Rooney, just 1 second, I promise. All right, what do we have for Gemini this week? Feels like this week's messages want to be more like about other things along with a interpersonal relationship. Like it's bringing up family matters and things like that. Gemini, the 5 of Pentacles just hopped out. Someone may be feeling like you're kind of ignoring them and they're wanting to approach you and like be let back in, but they may feel like time might need to happen. That's not for all of you. King of Swords on the bottom, you may be being very like detached with someone right now. We'll see. What do we have for Gemini this week, please? What do we have for Gemini this week? The Hermit. Gemini, I keep on getting repeatedly that you may be acting a bit quiet right now, very withdrawn, and someone's trying to get a hold of you, but you may be making it impossible for them to get a hold of you. Like in this art depiction, it shows me someone in the deep part of the woods where there's no cell service. So you may be just keeping your phone on Do Not Disturb. You may be just like in areas where there is no cell service. You're just trying to like have some time alone maybe and to clear your thoughts this week, or you're just doing it this weekend. Gemini, 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, Gemini, your person's feelings for you. We have the 2 of Cups. Clearly, you got someone's attention this week. You got someone that feels a lot of love and affection for you. That's Venus in Cancer. What's this person's intentions with Gemini, the Ace of Wands? Yeah, you got someone that really wants to get close with you this week. And maybe, Gemini, you're not feeling some sort of way about someone. Maybe you are doing a lot of things right now that are keeping you away from your social media, your phone, any way for people to get a hold of you, and you're just not aware that someone's trying to get a hold of you this week. Or you're just very busy right now. What is this person's behavior with Gemini, the Lovers? Dang, you got the Lovers and the 2 of Cups for this person. holy smokes. Usually that combo has a mixture of strong romance and also that best friend vibe. The best of both worlds, it feels like. Now that Hannah Montana song just popped up in my head. All right, what is Gemini's feelings for this person? The Ten of Pentacles. The overall energy, the King of Cups. Are you guys already married? And maybe you're just kind of busy and doing your own thing and your partner is just feeling like you're too busy for them this week. And if you're not married, why does it feel like all right, let me just clarify. Because this looks like a very strong, like there's a lot of life built into this situation already. It's not feeling like a brand new person, but let me dive in. Let's start with this person's feelings for you, Gemini. We got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, the art depiction in this card tells me that someone feels like you are their confidant. You're someone that they can talk to openly. They feel comfy around. Why the Two of Cups? Eight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in the upright, and the World card. For some of you, you may have had a close call with each other, and this person is feeling relieved that this didn't go anywhere aside from together. Because the Eight of Cups in reverse is sometimes the energy of feeling like someone walked away from you temporarily just to walk back after some clear communication took place. So someone may be feeling relieved that you didn't fully walk away from the connection. Maybe you threatened that you would, but that you changed your mind. Or this person did. Someone here is telling me that there was a point, whether like recently released, whether it happened recently or it's something that might happen this week, someone may have made like a statement of, I don't think that this is going to work. I'm just going to walk away from this. But then immediately changed their mind after some clear communication, or that communication is happening this week. That could be why the Five of Pentacles hopped out during the pre-shuffle with the Hermit, Gemini. You might need some quiet time alone with your thoughts to figure out if this is something you want to give to long term. Let's clarify your feelings and then I'll get back to theirs. You got the Ten of Pentacles. Typically hello, Four of Wands. Typically, the Ten of Pentacles to me comes in when someone feels like they could see a future with someone. So you're telling me that you feel like you could see a future with this person. And then I see the Star, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, and that World card again. Some of you Geminis may feel like your personal life has been very draining, very exhausting, but you haven't given up hope with the Star that it's all going to be worth it for you with that Ace of Pentacles showing up. The Ace of Pentacles is that stepping stone to the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are just feeling like getting to that point has been an act of Congress, but you're not giving up. The Nine of Wands comes in when we are feeling exhausted about a situation, but we're still here. We're still giving it all we got. Okay? So let's clarify this person's intentions. Someone may be planning a hot evening with you so you guys can be passionate together, because I do have the Lovers as their behavior, or just wanting to plan an outing with you so you guys can get closer. Why the Ace of Wands? The Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Some of you guys are married to each other and someone's trying to like get your marriage back to a good place. If you're not legally married, someone feels like you guys have been living like you're married, even if there's no license, marriage license. I mean, the Ace of Wands to the Hierophant to the Four of Wands, that's the intent to have a solid relationship. That's the intent to be committed to this and support this strongly, okay? Two of Swords on the bottom, Knight of Swords, that's Gemini energy. Gemini is the one that is showing up like they're changing their mind repeatedly. Because the Knight of Swords to the Two of Swords, Gemini, which is your court card, by the way, could be telling me that you change your mind from time to time in regards to this situation with this person or in your love life in general. Like there's days where you just want to be with this person, and then other days where you're like, I just want to just like not look at them. For some, there could be a choice. You could have choices, Gemini, where there could be another person in your heart that you haven't fully released. I mean, I'm not seeing any third party cards, so I'm going to just let that go. But it popped up in my head, so I said it. But I'm not seeing evidence of a third party, so don't focus on that. All right, so let's clarify the Lovers card, because that's their behavior towards you this week. They're really wanting to like stand strong with you. Six of Pentacles, that's repeated sixes. And on the bottom, I have the Eight of Pentacles, wanting to put in the work. Gemini, oh, now the Queen of Wands just showed up. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, you've got someone that is invested in putting in a lot of work. The Eight of Pentacles can sometimes show up when there's a work in progress. You guys, the situation isn't perfect, nowhere near perfect, but it's a work in progress if both parties put in their fair share of work. But it's doable. Whoever you got going on here, it's doable. You guys look like you're being serious about putting in some effort, but is it going to work this time? Four of Cups, Five of Wands. Some of you guys, your personalities clash at times, while at the same time your personalities work really well together. How do I explain that? I don't think that needs any explaining. I think that kind of is self-explanatory. You and this person may have personalities where you guys have insane chemistry, you guys can laugh at each other's jokes all day long, but then your personalities clash when you both are feeling feisty or you feel hurt or rejected or challenged. All right, clarify that King of Cups, please. That was the overall energy. The Hermit. That was the card that I saw during the pre-shuffle. Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, you're just trying to privately listen to your heart. It reminds me of that one song, Listen to Your Heart. I think they've done like 10 different renditions of that song. You're just trying to listen to your heart and figure out, can you picture this working out the way that you want it to, or do you feel like you're just spinning your wheels? I feel like it's a decision only you can make. But I am getting someone wanting to take serious control here. Clarify that Eight of Cups in reverse. Let me ask about that really quick. Clarify that Eight of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse can sometimes show up when it's like, I'm not carrying all this shit. I'm not carrying all these burdens. Forget that. Relationships should not be this difficult. Okay? And walked away. But the Eight of Cups in reverse is saying someone tried to walk away, didn't succeed, turned back around. So Ten of Wands in the upright, Gemini, is knowing that a connection is going to take some work. All relationships have a lot of work involved. They're never easy. But you can manage them when it's the Ten of Wands in the upright. In reverse, it's like, I'm not carrying all this. This is too heavy for me. Too heavy for me. I'm out. But someone didn't fully walk away. Someone ended up listening to their intuition and looking within to see if they had what it takes to make this work. So it looks like, Gemini, you're giving someone a try this week. It feels like it's more than just a week. This feels like it's been ongoing for months, maybe even years. So this feels like it's got a lot of investment already into the relationship. I don't see any cards about kids. I don't know if there's any kids involved. Anything else before I pull the complicated group card? The Wheel of Fortune, and then I see the Nine of Cups. Gemini, your life is going to be going through a massive change, and it's going to affect your home. It's going to affect your home. So whether this is you saying that the people who you live with is going to be changing, or you're changing residence, looking for a new house, new home, new place to, build a life. Something about your home life is changing. That's kind of what I'm getting. And the Nine of Cups is showing me you doing what's best for you as an individual. And if that includes this person, great. If not, but I am getting a Gemini that's trying to get serious about your life and what you want it to look like. You're done with the uncertainty. All right, so I'm going to get into the complicated group. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot, I've got Gemini energy, I have Sagittarius, I have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo. But it could be any zodiac sign, okay? So let's get the complicated group. Gemini, don't forget, I did do your May monthly. It's got 2 spreads in it. It's got a love spread and it's got a general spread. So it's really thorough. if you want to hear about the month of May thoroughly. It's in the May playlist of my homepage. All right. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl, if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't know why I said it like a robot. Okay. Travel partner. You found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. Some of you Geminis may be on a trip with someone, or you're planning a trip. Okay, someone may look at you as if, you know, you're someone that makes traveling the world a full-on experience. You know, not everyone you can travel with. Not everyone you can travel with. Some people are a pain in the butts to travel with. Lingering ex, whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how this connection is unfolding. Open relationship. An open relationship isn't for the faint-hearted. Set clear rules, communicate, and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. Some of you Geminis, this could be a third party where someone may not be an ex that's lingering, but may be a person that's still in the title of a partnership, and, you know, someone's living a double life. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. Gemini, whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, someone here may be telling people they're in open relationships. However, the one that they're in that open relationship with don't know it's an open relationship. And someone's giving to a double life. So if someone cannot, you know, return your phone calls at this time of day, or you never get to go to their house, you never meet their family, red flag, red flag, red flag. Unless it's like early in meeting someone. Mixed signals. Are they into you? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, and sometimes even they don't know. Some of you are connecting with a very indecisive person that one moment they're all up in your Kool-Aid and they know the flavor, and then next minute you can't get a drop of attention from them. Platonic passion. You didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. Some of you Geminis may be starting to feel something strongly for a friend, or a friend is feeling it for you, and trying to figure out how to go about these feelings that someone's feeling. And the last one, troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in the room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. Two words that show me lingering as a key word. So I am getting that someone is 1 foot out an old chapter and 1 foot in on a new chapter, and needs to get clear on what chapter they're going to focus their attention on. Can't do both and expect it to be successful. All right. So I hope that helps, Gemini. All right. Do check out your May monthly. Have a great weekend. On to the Cancerians. All right. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Where's my Krabby Patties at? Hope you guys are all doing amazing. One second, Rooney. All right, let's go. Let's do it. What do we have for the Cancerians? All right, Cancer for the week ahead. What do we have for Cancer, please? Tickle. What do we have for Cancer? Ooh, did a card just flip over? Nope. All right, what do we have for Cancer this week? Who is Cancer connecting to for the week ahead? The Two of Cups hopped out, Cancer. Soulmate connection coming through. The Wheel of Fortune hopped out. And the Ace of Wands. Dang, that's a really good combo, Cancer. Some of you, if you're single as a Pringle watching this right now, you might strike gold this week. Like someone you encounter and you have a freaking spark with, like insane chemistry. and it's connected to divine timing, in that this is a soulmate connection. I'm going to put it back in. We'll see if it comes back out. For some of you, this could be a side message. If you're single, you know, be open to the energy around you this week. You might be surprised who you run into. And then on the bottom, I have the Empress. And then the Lover's card. That was a beautiful combo. I hope it comes back out. All right, what do we have for Cancer this week? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my adorable Krabby Patties. Don't forget, Cancer, I just released your May monthly. It's got a love spread and a general spread. All right, your person's feelings this week. We have the 8 of Swords. This person's intentions, the 7 of Cups. Their actions this week, the Ace of Wands. It came back out, Cancer. Either you got someone crushing on you and feeling like they're not really sure how you feel with that 8 of Swords, and they're overthinking it and stressing, or this is someone that you're already connecting to and they're like, does Cancer feel the same way? How does Cancer feel? 2 of Cups, it came back out. I said it. I said I was going to put it back in and see if it comes back out, and it did. What's the overall energy? The King of Pentacles. Beautiful. All right, so the only thing we're missing is that Wheel of Fortune card. That was the only other card that came out with it. But either way, I feel like it'll come back out. Cancer. Wow. It feels like this week, you and another person are really on the same page here. But I hope your person's not like getting too in their head and might start to like aggravate the situation. Let's see. Let's dive into that. It could be a Gemini that you're connecting to. Doesn't have to be a Gemini. Clarify that 8 of Swords for how this person feels. Whoa, jeez. The Fool. And then I got the Tower right underneath that, the Page of Pentacles underneath that, and the Empress. Cancer. Someone's looking at you as a fresh new start for them. The Tower doesn't always have to be a negative tower. In fact, I actually like towers. Me and towers are cool now. They're just there to like remove some heavy blockages that are interfering with our path. And one of those blockages could be someone being in their head too much. But with the Fool energy showing up, someone looks excited. And I got the Ace of Wands as their actions towards you. You got someone feeling very stoked about the two of you. They may have gotten some good news about you. You may have given them some positive feedback when they maybe reached out to you, texted you, planned a date with you, something like that. Someone's really happy about the two of you. I'm just trying to figure out if this is someone that you're going to meet this week, because sometimes these readings can tap into someone that you haven't even met yet, and you guys meet, hit it off. But some of you Cancers, because of that 8 of Swords here, I feel like you may have already met them. So let's dive into your feelings, and then I'll go back to theirs in a second. 2 of Cups is your feelings. With that Fool energy being there, some of you guys met during Aries season. And then I see the King of Cups. Cancer's in love. Cancer's in love. But is Cancer telling this person that they love them? Nope. The Moon came out. And then I got the 10 of Cups. So Cancer, diving into your emotions for the week ahead, you're coming in very pleased with who this person is to you, okay? And feeling like this could go far with that 10 of Cups. But the Moon is perhaps telling me that you're being reserved about those feelings and not sharing them with them so that they can like have an idea of whether this is really going to go somewhere. You may have kept your feelings a secret. Now remember, roles could definitely be reversed, okay? Roles could definitely be reversed, but I'm getting like a Cancerian that hasn't opened up about their feelings yet. You could be connecting with a Scorpio. I've got Gemini here. I've got Taurus here. I got Aries, Pisces. Don't worry about the zodiacs, but I know you guys like to hear the zodiac signs. You're holding back. You're worried about saying it too soon, maybe. You don't want to come off as someone who falls really quickly. You want them to take you seriously. Or for others, you may feel like the situation surrounding the two of you isn't stable enough for you to be open so strongly right now. Like maybe the situation around the two of you is not quite stable for you to like be so open whether it's job related, family related, stress related. Like maybe someone's under a lot of stress right now and you're like, this is not the time to tell them I love them. You know, something like that. Let me get back to this person's feelings. The Six of Swords, the Empress again, and then I see the Eight of Cups. This person may be in their head picturing you walking away from this. Okay? Picturing you walking away from this because you're being restrictive. You're being frugal about how you share your feelings with somebody is what it's kind of showing me. Now remember, again, it could be your person doing this to you. But they're dealing with confusion right now. Let's clarify that Seven of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. They're trying to weigh out their choices here, their options on how to proceed. And then I see the Lover's card. Who else got the Lover's card and the Two of Cups in the same reading? Taurus? No, it wasn't Taurus. Shit, I don't remember. Shit, it just started. I should have remembered by now. Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy, the Sun. We got something here. We got something here. Something looks good. Just trying to see if it stays this way. All right, so let's clarify their behavior and actions. The Ace of Wands has behavior and actions. That's someone that's being very playful, very flirty. The Ace of Wands comes in when someone's coming in with such strong energy of excitement. Like, sounding like they're excited whenever they talk to you, excited to text you. You don't feel like this person sounds bored. The Ace of Wands is like obvious, you know, someone's really stoked. Why the Ace of Wands? The Hanged Man and the Five of Swords. And then I see the King of Wands. Cancer, this person is scared that they're making assumptions. Assuming you feel the same, assuming you want the same things, assuming you hate them, assuming. That's the issue with the Eight of Swords. It gets us assuming things without having real concrete proof of a situation, but because we're dealing with someone that's not being communicative about their feelings, being kind of stingy emotionally, there's nothing else to grab onto. Someone doesn't want to make a move because they are worried that it's going to like screw up what you got going on so far. Someone's making a plan though. I've got this King of Wands energy mapping out some sort of plan. Oh, did I just miss someone? I'm sorry. Thank you, Davey. This is David. Thanks for the reading I got from you yesterday. Aw, you're welcome, Davey. Aw, thank you so much. I'm glad you liked your personal reading. With the King of Wands being here, the King of Wands is telling me that you've got someone that's making plans, but sitting on plans. Because if you look at the Hanged Man card, it's someone looking at things in different perspectives, but not being action. What's that word I'm looking for? Actionable? It's kind of clunky word to say right now. Actionable? No. Someone's got like some ideas stored, but they're not taking action towards it. All right, because of that Five of Swords. Mixed signals. Someone feels like you send them mixed signals. But over here, you're not doing anything wrong, I don't feel. You're just keeping your feelings reserved. You see, when we're in the Eight of Swords energy, we can cook up our own narratives. And next thing you know, the narrative we're cooking up has nothing to even do with the situation that's actually happening, right? Like imagine this, Cancer. Imagine you're going on a few dates with someone and you guys are really hitting it off. And then the next day you text your person good morning and you're expecting them to say good morning back because you had a really good date the night before, but they don't respond. And then lunchtime comes around, they didn't respond still, and you're like, oh shit, they didn't enjoy the date. They're probably talking to someone else. They probably already moved on to somebody else. That's the Eight of Swords, where you conjured up your own like narrative about a situation without even having any information about what's really going on. And then that person texts back after lunch saying, hey, sorry, I had a freaking emergency situation with my mom. She needed the ambulance. We're at urgent care, blah, blah, blah. How are you doing? Like, it's like someone overthinks the situation, Eight of Swords. All right, bring me back to Cancer's feelings. King of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords. Oh, that explains it. We originally saw the King of Cups in the upright earlier, and I saw the Queen of Cups in the upright earlier too. But now all of a sudden I'm seeing the King of Cups in reverse, and it's coming in with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is that place where we go, where we, you know, we're anxious and worried, but it's rarely something that we should be worried about. If it's like 8 out of 10 times we're stressed about something, it's usually something that, you know, we don't need to be stressed out about. So this person's in the 8 of Swords and you're in the 9 of Swords. You guys are mirroring each other. You guys are doing the exact same thing, but at different times. So I feel like a communication would help you guys right now. Because Cancer, it feels like you both really like each other this week. Again, remember, some of you haven't even met this person and they're telling you what could happen, what could go wrong, and how to prepare for it. So if you haven't met this person yet, Cancer, because some of you, this feels like a brand new spark, just be clear and open with your communication, you know, throughout the process of the relationship. Okay? Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your heart. Anything else for Cancer before I pull the complicated group? The Hierophant, this could go far, Cancer. This could go far. The Hierophant, closing out the reading, tells me that you have shared similar values with each other. This could be something that will really work out if you guys really put your 100% effort into it. Okay. Cancer, I hope that helps. This has strong potential. So let's get the hidden messages for the complicated group. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, Cancer, I've got Pisces here, I have Aries, I have Scorpio, I have Gemini. Strong Pisces. Yeah, that's the main ones. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. Yeah, that's the main ones that came through. Oh, and Taurus. All right, let's do it. Let's get the hidden messages. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl if you haven't already. Ooh, can't even see the sign. Going viral in reverse. Visibility is off the charts and the energy is contagious. This moment has reached reactions and recognition. Some of you Cancers, this doesn't feel related to your love life. But some of you, if you're on social media, if you're on like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or any place like this, you may feel like this week you're just not getting the recognition that you want. Something may not be getting heavy promotion. And then I got status symbol in reverse. Someone's chasing symbols instead of substance and wondering why it still feels empty. If anybody who's in content creation is just posting things just for the sake of posting things, hoping that it goes viral, that may be the issue. You got to just do something because you love to do it, not for the result of it, okay? Big break also showed up. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. Someone here needs to be more intentional if they really want a big break. Wow, this is not related to love at all, like all of them. And then I see gold digger on the bottom. This connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. Cancer, this is, out of all the love messages that these cards have, this is all work related. Some of you may be not getting a big break right now because of how you're going about it. Maybe doing it for the wrong reasons, or someone's doing that with you. Someone's really just focused on money and status right now, and it's holding back a big break opportunity, okay? Someone just needs to enjoy what they're doing, have fun, and just do it like that, and not do something for the sole purpose of getting notoriety, getting money, things like that, to have fun. Having fun, your purpose will always provide. I need to pull some additional cards for those who are not dealing with this, because none of them are messages involving a relationship, so let's put that to the side. All right, let's try this one. Okay, there we go. The same page. You want the same thing and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically. That felt strongly connected to the reading that I just did, Cancer. Cancer, some of you guys could really get into a serious relationship with someone around this time frame. The window of opportunity is strong. Like I said at the beginning, if you're single, it's showing me that right now in this time in May or whatever you find this video, The energy is very strong for you to align with someone who could be on the same page as you. If you already have someone special in your life, be open and direct with each other. You know, let each other know how you feel about one another. It's nice to be told that someone cares about you. So if you care about someone, tell them, I care about you, and it'll go far. Secret admirer. There's someone in your orbit who's totally into you, but they haven't found the nerve to make a move. Yeah, some of you Cancers, the reason why the Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune came out repeatedly, except the Wheel of Fortune didn't come out the second time, it's because you may not even know someone's into you. You may be getting asked out. Different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. Some of you Cancers are like dealing with a love connection that's maybe out of the country, at a distance, or there's some other friction that is complicating things. All right. And then I got possessiveness on the bottom. Someone here is holding on too tightly, and it's starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you to claim you. I don't know if this is directed at you, Cancer, or someone you could be dealing with, but if anyone is holding too tightly on a connection, texting nonstop, calling nonstop, needing to constantly be around someone, needing constant reassurance, that's exhausting. If someone did that to me, I'm just, goodbye. Goodbye. I got shit to do. So if you're doing this or someone's doing it with you, have a conversation about boundaries, and if someone doesn't respect those boundaries, block. Block. Ain't got time for that crap. All right, so don't forget, Cancer, I did your May monthly. It's in my May playlist. It's got 2 spreads in it. It's got general messages and a love spread. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Cancer. On to Leo. On to the Leos. All right. Hi, Leo. What up, buttercups? Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. All right. What do we have for Leo this week? I want to make homemade Cuban sandwiches today. Ooh, 9 of Cups. Sounds like it would be a good idea. I make a really good one. All right, what do we have for Leo this week? What do we have for Leo this week? What do we have for Leo this week? Leo, 2 more shuffles for Leo. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Leos. All right, Leo. This week, how will someone feel about you? We have the Page of Cups. Their intentions with you, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Their actions and behavior towards you, the 6 of Cups, water energy. Your feelings for this person, the 5 of Pentacles. And the overall energy is the 5 of Cups. Influenced by the 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Oof. Leo, I'm going to pull a separate message for you in a second, because the message that I'm getting right now feels like I can answer it in like 2 minutes and then move on. You got somebody showing up in your reading that is returning after you ignored their messages, left them out in the cold. And I'm not getting that you want to hear from this person. The Page of Cups is telling me that you could be receiving a message, whether via text, email, social media, phone call. Someone's trying to come in and talk to you, and they're trying to be affectionate about it. They're intending to like commit to this, or intending to get on the same page as you, or intending to like, you know, learn a lesson, because sometimes the Hierophant can talk about lessons. And the 6 of Cups is nostalgic. It's reminiscing about you, wanting to return to the past. But the energy I'm getting off of you is you don't want this. This is not someone that you want to hear from. You do not want to hear from this person. This person just stresses you out. You don't want it. So let me get a couple clarifiers, and then I'm going to pull a separate spread, because this just feels like it's going to be answered in less than a minute. All right. Clarify this person's feelings for Leo this week. The 2 of Cups. And the Fool, and the 4 of Pentacles. Someone feels like you guys deserve a second chance. Four of Pentacles shows me someone holding on tightly. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can talk about possessiveness. The Four of Pentacles can talk about control. It could talk about, it also talks about money sometimes. Clarify Leo's feelings. Could be a Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn placements. Clarify the Five of Pentacles for Leo's feelings, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Leo, you feel like this person's too much work. You've moved on. You feel like this person is too much work. You moved on. You're done. You've already finished the cycle out. It's done. You're already focusing on bigger, better things. Yeah, look at this. I got the Queen of Wands now showing up, which is your Court card, with the Death card and the Ten of Pentacles. The Leos I'm reading for, you've already moved on from something, and you've got some beautiful changes up ahead for you. You've got some beautiful changes up ahead of you. Some of you Leos may already be creating a long-term relationship with someone, and you're hearing from someone that you thought moved on from you also. All right, so this is the spread that I feel like was meant for you originally. So let me put that to the side. Let me just close out this one, and then we'll get back to the one that you actually want to hear about, because I don't feel like you want to hear about this. Because I'm strongly hearing a Leo say, oh, not this person again. Clarify that Nine of Swords. The Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups, that's water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. With the Three of Swords being there, with that Nine of Swords, this is telling me that someone's coming in with emotions, very emotional, okay? But that Three of Swords tells me that there was way too much pain, or there could have been other people involved, things like that. And you've already made peace with something. Looking at that diary, some of you may have already journaled out all your feelings where you don't need to speak it verbally to anybody else. Your diary, your journal, your spirit guides already got everything that you needed to say off of your chest where you don't need to say it to anyone else. You've moved on. You've made peace with something. Okay? But you got someone that's trying to like resurrect something from the dead. Resurrect something from the dead. But the flowers have already grown on that burial plot. You've moved on. So let me clarify that Six of Cups, and then we're done with that one. The Strength card, Leo energy. And then I got the Lovers card and the Five of Swords. Yeah, Leo, someone really feels like this is meant to be more. But the Five of Swords is deception. It's manipulation. Someone could be also using emotional coercion. I don't know if I said that word correctly. I don't think I've ever said that word before. Coercion. I'm not sure if that's even how you're properly needing to say that word. Someone may be using manipulative tactics. All right. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm done. All right, let's move into the other spread, Leo, because I feel like you don't want to hear about it. All right, so let's pick up off of the Queen of Wands, the Death card, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right. All right, please dive into that Queen of Wands energy, please. Whoa, holy smokes, that card just went flying out. The Six of Wands, the World card, and the Ace of Pentacles just got my attention, Leo. Some of you, if you're already in new relationships, they're going good. Okay, hold on, a card fell on the floor. And then I have this energy around you that is coming in with a lot of texting, a lot of calls, but you're not really looking at that. You've got this very grounded energy about you. Clarify that Death card. The Justice card. Some of you, this is pertaining to someone that you either divorce with that Justice card. It's an ex-spouse, or someone that you are, dealing with in a there's karma attached to the situation, cause and effect, consequences. All right. So someone could be dealing with a lot of karma right now for anything that they may have done to you in the past, or the universe is protecting your peace right now. Okay. Or there's need to contact legal with that Justice card. Clarify that Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Chariot. Some of you Leos, there's someone that you're connecting to and there's travel involved. I've got Aquarius energy coming through. I have Pisces energy coming through, Capricorn. Okay. So Leo, what I'm getting off of you strongly in this reading is that I'm tapping into a Leo that either met someone recently and things are already going far. Like recently is subjective. It could be within the last 6 months, the last several weeks, I don't know. But they're showing me that you're very happy about someone in your life right now and you really want to hear more about you guys' connection together. But it feels like there's some background noise. There's like some buzzing, whether it's an ex-spouse or someone that you were never even interested in at all, that's coming in trying to resurrect something from the dead. But with the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the World card showing up, you've got a lot of successful changes happening for you going into the summer months. Going into the summer months, Leo. All right. The Six of Wands is showing me that you're getting the attention you deserve from somebody. You're being respected by someone, and you have completed a major cycle that does not need to be revisited. That World card shows up when a chapter is closed. No need to open it back up. Case closed. No need to open up the case file. It's done. You've already learned from it. You moved on from it. And the Ace of Pentacles is showing me you got something really good here. Some of you, there could be marriage involved with whoever this person is that I'm tapping into. If you're not already like talking marriage. Because the Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles, that is a connection that's meant to go far. And it's very calm and rewarding. Damn, I like it. And then there's that Six of Swords card again. I do feel like, Leo, you've moved on from something very stressful, something very... Because the Five of Swords we saw earlier, the Six of Swords is moving on from the Five of Swords. This is telling me that you've moved on from people that don't respect boundaries, that are just takers. They are people that just like to overtake situations, like very overbearing people. Like you may have been dealing with an overbearing person, someone that just consumes everything about a situation and with no respect for the people in this situation. Something like that, someone that likes to abuse power. Anything else? The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Swords. So Leo, with that Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands being here, I feel like there's something fast happening in your life and it feels like it turns in your favor, okay? And there could be something to do with a house. So I don't know if you're moving or you're changing who's in your home or there's an addition to your home. Some of you, there could be like a baby reference there, like there could be a new addition, or you're just getting a new pet. Don't get freaked out if you're like not wanting to have any kids or anything like that. I also have the King of Swords right here showing me that you're coming in either talking to someone who is very intellectual and can talk to you about a situation that you're facing, or this is you showing up very emotionally detached with other situations that may be in your life right now that you don't want in your life. You're being very direct about something, okay? But I'm also getting, Leo, that there could be something else happening for you. There could be some travel with someone in your life, whether they live at a distance and you're traveling to see them, or you live locally to each other, but you guys are going on a trip together. Some of you, there's some sort of trip coming up. You could be connecting to a fellow Leo or an Aries. Some of you Leos, if there is another fire sign involved, this person has some very important decisions to make that affect you, and it feels like they're trying to think of your best interest. Okay? I like it. Okay. All right. So Leo, with the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands, and the World card being here, that's a lot of Jupiter energy, by the way. Look at where Jupiter is in your natal chart to see what is happening right now, see what activity is going on, because it feels like something Jupiter related is working in your favor around this time frame. But I'm also getting some good news around the summertime in your love life. Like you're getting some good news in the summertime in regards to your love life, whether this talks about a marriage proposal, or some sort of good news that brings you and a partner closer. Okay, this is beautiful, Leo. Very, very beautiful. Okay, night and day compared to how we started. So let's pull the complicated cards for those of you in complicated situations. For those of you Leos who are not in a stable, healthy relationship like the one this spread is suggesting, and you resonated more with that first spread where you're dealing with someone that is not respecting your boundaries, is like coming in very, I don't know, like they're stressing you out, I would block them. So for zodiac signs that came through, I've got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, strong fixed energy here. Scorpio again, Libra, Cancer, Aries. Those are the main ones that came through this spread. So let's pull the hidden messages. All right. All right, for the complicated group Leos. Test results. The guesswork is over. An answer is coming that will clarify everything or complicate it even more. Leo, for some of you, I did mention new addition. So some of you, there could be a pregnancy. If that's something you want to hear. And it doesn't have to. Don't panic. Don't rush to the drugstore to get your test. If you weren't worried about it, don't worry about it. That's just, it came through. X drama in reverse. The past didn't stay in the past. An old flame is reigniting chaos, stirring up drama, or still has emotional pull. That matches with that first spread that we got, Leo. However, it came in reverse, telling me for some of you, this was not even an ex. It's someone that wanted to be with you romantically, but you had no interest in being with this person and they didn't back off. Maybe it was someone that you started off as a friend until it became too much. Dirty laundry. They thought they'd buried it deep, but old messes have a way of resurfacing, and this one's messy enough to leave a stain. I don't like that card. Sounds weird. Cancel. They crossed a line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. Some of you Leos may be trying to out someone for their BS behavior. Okay. Anything else? Blocked passion. When passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. Love is love. Love transcends labels, gender, and expectations. Let your heart feel without fear or apology. And the last one is friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. That kind of resonates with what I said a second ago when the X drama came in reverse. Leo, you might have someone that you thought was a friend who wanted more, and you said you didn't want more, and they never backed off. And they're still bugging you. Still thinking that you're just not giving them a chance, and if you gave them a chance, you'll see how much you guys really are well together, and you're being, you hear that? Sirens, emergency sirens. Some of you Leos, a lot of red flags were flagging with someone who you thought would be a good friend, and then it turned out that that person is just toxic. And you saw the red flags and you dipped out, and someone still won't leave you alone. All right, so I hope that helps. Leo, don't forget I did do your May monthly. It's in my May playlist. It's got both a love reading, and also a general portion of the reading. Both were really good, in my opinion. All right, it's in my May playlist. Enjoy your weekend. On to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. What up, buttercups? Ooh, it's getting cold all of a sudden. All right, let's dive in for Virgo. What do we have for my Virgonators? I don't think I've ever said that to you guys before. It's always Virgolicious. Maybe Virgonators should be better. What do we have for Virgo, please? Virgo, what do we have for Virgo this week? Who's feeling them this week, and what's their feelings? Did a card just flip over? Or am I seeing things? Because one, a card flipped over, I guess not. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, so Virgo, the person coming through, what are their feelings for you this week? We have the 7 of Pentacles, their intentions, the 5 of Wands, their behavior and actions, the Magician, that's Virgo energy coming through, your feelings towards this person, the Empress, and the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Everything looks good, but why does this person have the 5 of Wands as their intentions? That doesn't make sense with the surrounding hello. Okay, I think I get it. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings. The 7 of Pentacles is how they feel. Typically, the 7 of Pentacles to me as feelings tells me that someone is, you know, feeling like something is worth time and investment, is worth it to put more energy into it, thinking this may work out for me, so I'm going to do it. But it also can show up when someone's reevaluating what they've already put into it to see if it's turning investments around. Why the 7 of Pentacles? The King of Pentacles, and then I got the Page of Cups. However, the King of Pentacles landed in reverse. Well, kind of sideways, but I'm going to see it as reverse. Virgo, some of you guys could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, but don't worry about it if you're not. You got someone that really feels like you guys could really have potential here, but they feel like they've got to move a bit slowly. And when you think about earth, it already moves slow. So how slow can how slow can you move? I mean, we got the Knight of Pentacles as the overall energy. The Knight of Pentacles is already a slow-moving knight in the first place. Any slower, and it's like stopped. Wait a minute, the 7 of Pentacles does usually show someone stopped and looking at what they've already invested. So someone may feel like they had to stop to figure out what more needs to happen for the two of you to really like see this grow. You really love this person, Virgo. You love this person deeply. Based off of that, the Empress says your feelings for this person tells me that you have a lot of love for them. You would love to nurture this as long as you guys are on the same page. Why the Empress for how Virgo feels? The Tower. Something may have changed you guys' foundation drastically, but you're still here working together. 3 of Pentacles, wanting to hold down the fort. And as I said that, the fort fell down. To reveal the 10 of Wands. Some of you, there's a lot of work involved. But I've never met a Virgo that was against work. You guys are like the busiest bees of them all. Wow, I got a lot of earth energy on this table. Yes, fellow Virgo maybe, fellow earth sign. Or if it's not an earth sign that you're dealing with, Taurus season is coming in as a very big time for you right now, Virgo, in regards to what you're trying to build that's going to be with you for the next 10 plus years. It's like they're saying that right now during Taurus season, it's a window of opportunity for you to plant seeds that could actually grow for years to come. And I'm looking at this Empress and it shows me a pregnant woman, indicating that a seed has already been planted around this time frame and you're really wanting to see it grow. Okay. Let me just dive into this 5 of Wands because everything else looks really good. That's the only card that I'm like, why the 5 of Wands? The Knight of Wands, and then I see the 5 of Cups. Someone here might bring up an old argument because they felt like it was unresolved, but it might open up room for a new argument too that could end up disrupting things. It's like, imagine everything's going good, but one of the two people are thinking to themselves, you know what, our relationship is really good right now, but I still never fully felt resolved about that argument we had 2 months ago. I'm going to bring it up at dinner tonight so we can squash it for good. Dinner comes along and you're trying to bring it up and trying to squash it, but then it ends up starting a new argument and first one didn't get resolved and now there's a new one and now there's chaos in the relationship. That's kind of what that feels like, Virgo, where you might be wanting someone to just leave well enough alone about something. But if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. Yeah, Virgo, it feels like you care about someone deeply. This person cares about you too, but there's like a background issue that's lingering that someone wants resolved before it goes any further. But I'm worried that the desire to resolve that might create something new. And then the first thing still doesn't get resolved. Let me clarify the Magician, because I feel like there's another way of someone getting their feelings out and getting things resolved without it turning into another, challenge to worry about. Because the Magician usually comes in when we have resources to achieve the results that we want if we use our tools wisely. The Magician shows up when someone's got the gift of communication, because it's Mercury ruled. You're ruled by Mercury, so you're a very good communicator, Virgo. But this is showing up in this person's behavior position, indicating that they're also a good communicator too if they utilize it. Why the Magician? The Six of Wands, and then I see the Five of Cups, and then I see that Five of Swords. So Virgo, it feels like you got someone that's trying to create something successful with you. They would really like to invest in this fully, but something unresolved is still bugging them. It's lingering. It feels like they're going to choose a wrong time to bring it up. For some of you Virgos, why do I get the sense that you and someone stopped communicating for a little bit after the first issue? And now someone's trying to reopen communication again, but might bring up something that is a sore topic. It's like, imagine, putting communication on pause for a week or so, and then someone reopens communication, but then brings up the sore topic that leads to more no communication. It's like something like that. And that's possibly why that Tower is here and the Five Wands. Virgo, you and another person are really wanting to invest in this, but someone keeps on disrupting the flow of something. It's like someone doesn't know when to bring something up at a different time. Like the timing is wrong. It's like, imagine being at a funeral and someone wants to work on their relationship with you while you're crying about your dead Aunt Sally. It's like, there's a time and a place for this. It's like, it feels like that, Virgo. Virgos are very, you guys are, you're that type of person where things should go a certain way. And it's like, there's a time and a place. I just keep on getting time and a place, time and a place, time and a place. Like someone keeps on having poor timing with something. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and the King of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So Virgo, it feels like around this time frame, there's someone that you're trying to build with. This person wants to build with you too, but someone has like this way about them to always like put the foot in their mouth at the wrong timing and back someone into a corner where they feel like they have no choice but to defend themselves when they don't want to be in that position in the first place. Something like that. It's like catching someone off guard while their body language is relaxed and they're just letting their guard down, wanting to have a good evening. Something like that. Something like that, Virgo. It feels like someone's going to bring up a sensitive topic to you when your guard is down while you're just trying to enjoy yourself with them. Someone's trying to resurrect something from the dead. It's like something you thought was buried. Someone is like, Page 3, paragraph 4 says that we didn't resolve this. Let's talk about it. And you feel like you're backed into a corner. Feel like you were just like, like someone made a plan to meet up with you just so that they can like call you out on something. Yeah, Virgo. For those of you who haven't spoken to this person in a couple of weeks or a couple of days, it feels like someone's inviting you out and you think it's just a hangout to have nice coffee or something like that. And then they bring up something that you weren't expecting to confront you about something in order to move forward with you. Like someone really wants to move forward with you, but they can't let something go. It's like bugging them to not be able to let it go. But I feel like, Virgo, you're someone that is open to resolving things, but when both parties have some sort of like knowledge that this is going to be addressed, so that way you're prepared. Virgos like to be prepared. Virgos don't like to be caught off guard. They don't like surprises. So if you're thinking you're going to a restaurant to eat, you're going to go to a restaurant hoping to eat, not for a freaking interrogation. Anything else for Virgo? This was a weird read. The Three of Swords and the Emperor. Yeah, for the Virgos who are not talking to someone right now, someone that you started planting a seed with, it feels like someone's going to want to reopen something, but the timing is just not going to be the best for you guys to talk about something, and it might make something worse. But for others, if you haven't reached this point yet and everything's going good, it feels like someone might bring up a sensitive topic at the wrong time, and it might lead to an argument for the two of you. It's kind of what that's saying. I'm going to let it go. That was very like, it feels like something is unnecessary because you guys look really good right here. I feel like you guys have real potential here. But you got someone reevaluating the relationship, Virgo, and they're stuck on this one thing that they feel like is a deal breaker, and they want to discuss it, but it's just how they go about it makes things more uncomfortable for you. I got strong earth energy here. I have Scorpio, I have Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Taurus. Let's pull from the complicated group because it feels like this could be it. Virgo, I did do your May monthly. It's got a love spread and it's got a general spread in it. That reading was more detailed and more specific. This one felt like there was a lot more that needed to be dived into because it kind of felt like a personal reading. Unsent text. A message was typed with intention but then deleted out of fear. The sound says more than words would have. Virgo, someone's wanting to talk to you about something and they keep on erasing their text, and it feels like they're going to talk to you in person about something instead of text. Live and learn. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently now. Shady dealings. There's money, influence, or power changing hands in a way that isn't meant to be traced. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that card to come out. Trusted friend. There's no mask here, just a rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. Virgo, someone wants to be 100% real with you, and I feel like you're open to that. But at the same time, I feel like there's a time and a place. I just keep on getting that off of you. So maybe you got someone that you really care for that's bringing up a topic that is uncomfortable for you at a really odd time. Whether it's in public, where other people can hear what you guys are talking about, or it's during a time where it's supposed to be lighthearted and fun and not talking about hot topics. I don't know. Commitment issues. Someone here is afraid to fully commit, whether they admit it or not. Emotional walls are high and avoidance is running the show. Feeling trapped. Feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key in sight, it might be time to break free. Yeah, I keep on getting Virgo. Around this time frame, you may feel trapped into a conversation that you want to not be a part of, whether it's because it's the timing issue or who it's with or the environment. It just upsets you. Living the dream. Living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. Yeah, Virgo, I felt strongly that there's someone that you have potential with, but they might end up putting a nail in the coffin by how they handle something with you. But hope that helped. Hope that made sense. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Virgo. On to Libra. That does not look like an A. That looks like a... Okay. Hi, Libra. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Samuel. That was nice of you to say. All right, what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra this week? What do we have for Libra this week? What do we have for Libra? 2 more shuffles for Libra. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Libras. All right, Libra, your person's feelings this week. We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Some of you could be entering new relationships. Someone's sprung. What's their intentions? We have the Death card. Their behavior and actions with you, the 3 of Pentacles. Someone's making some big changes this week on how they show up here. For some of you, if there was like a situation where someone was still openly dating different people, talking to different people, someone's getting ready to cut off all options and focus more on you. What is Libra's feelings? Queen of Cups. Overall energy, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. Yeah, Libra, it kind of feels like around this time frame, you and another person are hitting it off, and the more this person and you hit it off, the more that this person's serious about cutting off anybody else that they could still have some sort of one foot in, one foot out with. Whether it's still talking to an ex or a situationship or someone that they only had as a hookup for when they're single. You got someone getting ready to cut off that and just focus on you. And with your feelings being the Queen of Cups, I bet you're happy about that. Feelings are growing. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles shows me you guys are communicating with each other a lot this week, sharing new ideas, sharing ideas about the relationship. The Magician is being creative, talking about who does what, who gives what. Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups is really enjoying each other. You guys could have been dating for about 3 months or so. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings a bit more. We got the Ace of Cups. That's falling in love. Someone's like, no, Libra's mine. Clarify the Ace of Cups, please. The Four of Wands. I wasn't expecting that one. The Five of Swords. Libra, with the Four of Wands, oh, it's really cold in here all of a sudden. With the Four of Wands clarifying the Ace of Cups, someone's seeing a commitment with you. Someone's not confused. The Four of Wands with the Ace of Cups, that's like picturing everything with you. Like, whoa, I can picture me and Libra living together. I can picture me and Libra getting married. I can picture all that. However, the Five of Swords also came in, but it feels so misplaced. Sometimes the Five of Swords shows up when there's mixed signals, or oh, wait a minute, hold on. That Five of Swords I feel like might be tied to things that they have to cut off in order to give you their full attention. So some of you, this person may be preparing to, you know, officially like cut off a person that they were still like kind of linked up before they met you, and that person's not happy. That person feels abandoned, thinking that, you know, their person wasn't going to move on so soon. Yeah, Libra, someone's choosing you, and there's an outside energy that feels abandoned. But it feels like this person's doing it because they want to be respectful to you. So let's clarify your feelings. You got the Queen of Cups. All right, why the Queen of Cups? Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords. For some of you, Libras, you're doing the exact same thing. It feels like I'm tapping into you and another individual who made a plan to cut off any connections with outsiders to focus more on your relationship. You guys are cutting out third parties. But it doesn't feel like a third party in the sense of a third party where you both fell in love while married to other people. No, it feels like you had people you were dating and talking to but not taking too seriously. They had people they were dating and talking to but not taking too seriously. You guys met, fell for each other. Now you're like, all right, you're taking off your Tinder account, right? You're no longer going on that Grindr app. All right, you're not going to talk to so-and-so. You meet up at Starbucks every other weekend, right? It's like you guys are like talking about cutting off every connection that was around before you guys became serious. That's what it kind of feels like. Is there even a Grindr app? Isn't it Grindr a sub sandwich? Anyways, so let's break down this Death card a little bit more. Look at that, Three of Swords. Yeah, Three of Wands, Three of Swords. It's confirming everything I'm saying. Libra, someone's cutting off a third party for you, but it feels like you're doing the exact same thing. And if there's no third parties involved, okay, let's look at it in a different way. If there's no third parties involved, what I could be getting is you and another person, Libra, may have almost had a close call where you guys almost called it quits and broke your ties with each other, but you guys are finding a way to work together again. The only reason why I don't feel like it's that is because of the Ace of Cups is kind of showing me like this is new love. But it definitely could be a fresh new beginning for an old couple. Just take it however it resonates. Don't force it. the World card, the Eight of Cups. Either way, what's repeatedly showing up here, Libra, is someone is choosing to walk away from people, places, and things or behaviors that don't serve this relationship to focus more on this relationship. That cannot get any more clear. That cannot get any more clear. So let's clarify their behavior with you this week. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is wanting to be a team player, wanting to work together as a team, cooperating, building, networking, planning. Why the Three of Pentacles? Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so the Ten of Pentacles talks about building a future with that Three of Pentacles because it's a soulmate connection. This person feels like you are their soulmate. Eight of Swords tells me that someone feels like their hands are tied in a situation and is trying to break free. That points me back to what I said earlier about their intentions. You may be dealing with someone that is uncertain about how to go about something and is feeling nervous. But the theme is you guys want to be together. It's obvious. In this spread to me anyways, it's obvious. Two people are trying to find every way to make this happen. Some of you Libras might have a child. You might have a child involved. Or someone here has a child. Or there's blending of children. One person has two children, the other person has one. Because I got 2 pages on this side and I got 1 page on this side indicating one person might have 2 kids, another person might have 1 kid. But if there's no kids involved, pages can just talk about new opportunities that need more time to develop. 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, that is reassessing, everything and looking over one's options, trying to figure out what the best solution should be, what will net the best results moving forward. So Libra, yeah, it feels like you and another person are making it clear around this time frame that you guys are choosing each other and nobody else can interfere. And if there are other people involved, it doesn't have to be romantic connections, by the way. Someone could be feeling like, hey, you need to put some stronger boundaries with your child's mother or your child's father if we're going to be together. I don't want him or her showing up at, stressing me out. Like for some, if there's children involved, someone's trying to figure out a stable co-parenting plan where no one gets in drama. All right, anything else for Libra? 9 of Cups, but it looked like it was landed in reverse. So Libra, I feel like around this time frame, you're ditching any way of people pleasing anybody. You're coming in all about your happiness, all about yourself. The reason why I feel that it's telling me you're ditching people pleasing is because I've been getting the people pleaser card for you for a bit in my monthlies and general readings, to where I feel like I'm tapping into a Libra that is not worried about what other people's feelings are. You're doing what's best for yourself. You know you deserve happiness, and you know it's attainable if you put yourself first. And it feels like Libra, regardless of who gets hurt in the situation, you're like, this makes me happy. I want to be with this person. If that upsets this person, it's not my problem. It's kind of what you're doing. When normally you're someone empathic to other people's feelings. Like keeping someone in your love life that you don't want to be with anymore because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You're not doing that anymore. You're not missing out on opportunities just because someone's going to get hurt or someone's feelings are going to get hurt in the process. Usually you allow your feelings to be the one that gets hurt to spare others. And it doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you anywhere. So now you're like, I gotta do for me. And it's working for you. It's working for you. You've got a beautiful spread here, Libra. Someone sees your heart. Someone sees how big your heart is and is doing whatever it takes to be a part of your life and not mess this up. And you see how big your heart is too. So you're ensuring that you deserve happiness as well as much as you give to other people. Libra, beautiful read. Again, I don't feel like it's third parties in the sense that people are like cheating on their partners. No. I'm strongly getting that, two people met each other while they still had, a couple date options here and there, okay? I'm going to pull from the complicated group in a second, but for zodiac signs that came through the tarot spread, I've got Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio. I thought I saw someone else. Nope, 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 that's it. It could be any zodiac sign. All right, so let's pull the hidden messages for those of you who are in more complicated situations. Don't forget, Libra, I did do your May monthly. It goes into great detail in both your love life and other areas of your life. It's in the May playlist of my YouTube page, the one that you're here right now. Just click on my profile picture. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl, if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate you guys being here. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's put you over there. Happily ever after. You're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. That was pretty much the sum of your reading, Libra. That was the sum of your friggin' reading. From start to finish, I repeatedly was getting someone wanting to build with you. For others, on the other side of Libra land, toxic talk. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. For Libras who are not in a happily ever after situation right now, and you're dealing with some fighting with somebody, you both may need to tone it down a bit. And remember, there's a way to get your feelings out there without going for the jugular. Family echoes. Old rewind, learning how to read again. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they'll keep repeating through new faces. Some of you Librans, you might either be talking to or you are this person where someone grew up in a home environment where all everyone ever knew was to yell and scream at each other when they're upset about something instead of talking it out. You know, it was just easier to throw a plate at the freaking wall than to say, you hurt my feelings, let's talk about it. Someone needs to work on that. Trusted friend. There's no mask here, just the rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. Some of you Librans, you might have a friend falling in love with you because the way you've been so nurturing to them, they're not used to that and may want something more serious if this is just a friend of yours. You may have been just a good friend to someone and now they're kind of falling for you. And if you don't feel the same way, definitely want to let them know if they are giving you signs that they're into you. All right, Libra-roonies, that is for you. I'm going to be doing Scorpio now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Aw, thank you, Rico Suave. I appreciate you too. Your hard work is appreciated on behalf of the Libras. Have a great week, everyone. Aw, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm trying to give your comment a heart, and it's trying to block you. There we go. I've done that before. I would try to hit heart on the friggin' thing and it end up popping up as block this person. I'm like, oh crap. All right, thank you so much. On to Scorpio. I love the way New Chalk writes. It's so smooth. Not the first swipe of a chalk, because that's like, sounds like nail on a chalkboard, but like after it's gotten a little bit worn in, it's got such a good feel. All right, here we go. Oh, did I just miss somebody? Thank you, Inland Empire. You are such a doll. I appreciate you. Oh, you're in Dubai now. Oh my goodness. I've never been outside of the country. No. I went to Mexico on a cruise. I've been out of the country. Manifesting a trip to Ireland, by the way. All right, so what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio this week? Dang, Scorpio, your May monthly was very powerful. In fact, I remember saying in your reading that it felt like you had a lot of energy to you, like very strong energy, like where you would touch someone and it'll zap. After I got finished recording your reading, I went to turn off my camera because I use a different camera for my individual readings. I went to turn off my camera and it freaking zapped me. I was like, that was cool. Just thought I'd share it if you already know what I'm talking about. 2 more shuffles for Scorpio. 1 and 2. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful Scorpionators. All right, a card wanted to come out, and it's the Emperor. We'll see how this card plays out in the rest of your reading. Let's put this over here. All right, so the person coming through this weekly, what's their feelings for you? We got the 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Their intentions with you, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Their behavior and actions, the 6 of Cups. This feels very similar to what I have for Leo, except the other way around. What is Scorpio's feelings for this person? The 10 of Cups. And the overall energy is the King of Pentacles with the 6 of Swords and Judgment. Scorpio, it feels like you want to work together with someone, but someone's not too sure if that's in the best interest of the two of you. Someone misses you, yes, they definitely miss you. Whoever this is, they definitely miss you, but they may feel like it's best to be a memory and not focus on a future. Let me just dive in a little bit deeper, because I am getting that this person feels hurt in regards to you. They feel like something happened between the two of you that was very painful. But with your feelings being the 10 of Cups, you feel like this could be resolved and a future could still be, had here if someone takes control of the situation. You may feel like you need to take control and lead here on how things could improve and get better without things repeating itself. I'm seeing a lot of repeated 4s. Yeah, I got repeated 4s and I got repeated 6s. And repeated 5. So 4, 5s, and 6. 4, 5, and 6. That's the sequence. Something's going in an order of a sequence. 4, 5, 6. Remember that. Or I'll try to remember it. Scorpio, it feels like you're trying to resurrect something. You're trying to rise it from the grave and give it more life, but someone is scared to even give to this right now. You could be dealing with a Taurus or someone with strong Taurus placements. All right, let's dive into their feelings for you. Let's dive in. Their feelings for you right now is the 5 of Cups. They're feeling sad. This is someone that feels really disappointed, like they got their heart broken by you. Even if you feel like they did something to you too, but this is just what they're telling me. They feel like too much damage has been done. The Strength card, major for Leo. This person's holding back, trying to be very strong. King of Cups says that they do care about you, they do love you, but it feels like they want to love you at a distance. Whoever this person is, Scorpio, they might have some strong Scorpio placements too, or you're dealing with a fellow Scorpio, or they got Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. With this combo, it tells me that this person really does care about you, wants you happy, wants you thriving, but they may feel like it's best to love you from a distance. They may feel like you're not good for each other at all. Whoever this person is, they're telling me that they've grown a lot. They've grown a lot. They've learned a very valuable lesson. They're different. They're different than the last time you saw them is what it's kind of giving me. Maturity levels up here. So let's take a look at that Hierophant. Why that Hierophant, please? The Star and the 10 of Wands. This person's intentions with you is to bury the hatchet, to not let anything that happened in the past affect the both of you presently and in the future. But it still feels like they feel like this is best to leave alone. But they're hoping nothing but the best for you. You know what? Hold on. The 6 of Cups is kind of throwing me off, because sometimes the 6 of Cups is wanting to return to the past, like return to you. But it kind of feels like whoever this person is, they're nostalgic about the relationship you guys had and may have grieved the connection that you won't have in the future, because that's what that 5 of Cups could be telling me, that they've already grieved this. Clarify that 6 of Cups. The Tower, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then I see the 10 of Swords. Scorpio, this person is really telling me that you hurt them. That there was a huge betrayal, like an unexpected betrayal from you. That they feel like they can't do anything. And just let the tower fall. It feels like this is someone that is wanting something stable in their life. This is someone that's really wanting to have a peaceful life for themselves. They do miss you, though. They do miss you. Sometimes the Five of Cups is struggling to forgive, but I'm not getting like anger in this person's heart. But someone is struggling to forgive something and move forward as if nothing happened. Like Scorpio, right here, you're kind of showing me that you do want to like reconcile with this person, okay? But it kind of feels like someone feels like they have to look over their shoulder, like trust has been broken. Clarify Scorpio's energy some more. The Magician and the Two of Swords in reverse. Scorpio, what I'm kind of getting off of you and this person is that there's love for each other. There's a desire to see you both do well. But it kind of feels like someone is keeping anything that they would like to say to their journal, to their diary, to their spirit guides. And that a cycle has completed itself with that Wheel of Fortune. This is sad. Don't force it. If this doesn't sound like your situation, Scorpio, don't force it. But it feels like you still believe that you and this person could have a successful future together. You want to make peace with this person. You feel like you have the tools now with that Magician to speak your feelings to this person more effectively, where it doesn't have to turn into an argument or turn into a battle. But when I look at this person, they're also telling me that they now have proper tools to communicate effectively, but they still don't feel like this should be visited. That you guys have already like burned it to the ground. Like this is one of those situations where you can't really come back from. It reminds me of that Lauren Conrad line in The Hills. I forgive you, but I want to forget you. I forgive you, but I want to forget you. Something like that. Was it The Hills or Laguna Beach? I don't remember. Clarify that Ten of Swords. Three of Cups in reverse. There could have been a third party involved that really F'd something up big time. Like someone is not wanting to talk because of a third party. And it doesn't have to be like sleeping with other people. It could have been like, you know, the Three of Cups in reverse could be that you may have brought someone who brought some drama to you guys' relationship and that they don't want any part of that. Like you brought someone into the relationship that was chaotic, trouble. Okay? Is kind of what I'm getting off of that. Like it feels like this person would like to have you in their life, but they feel like there was a betrayal that is just no going back from. Like there's another person involved. I'm getting the word triangulation. I don't know if I have the proper definition, so I don't want to like say something wrong. But the word triangulation just popped up in my head. Did I just miss somebody? I don't do private readings live on air. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't do personal readings live on air. If you want a personal reading, there's a link to my website in the description box, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com, 2 Ds, not one for Baddison, and you can book a reading. All right? Scorpio, it feels like, now roles could definitely be reversed, Scorpio. Roles could definitely be reversed. But what this person's kind of telling me is that you may have allowed a person, whether a friend, a family member, an ex, someone into the equation that was not someone that this person ever wanted to associate with. And it's like they're saying that you knew about that and you didn't care. And you brought this person into you guys' lives anyway. And that shit is just something that this person's not wanting to be a part of. And that this person does not want to be a part of that at all. And yeah, the Three of Cups in reverse, that's like, can't go back from that crap. So it looks like, Scorpio, you and this person really care about each other, but it does kind of feel like this person's not interested. And they're just focusing on themselves right now. I'm getting strong earth energy off of this person. Earth energy and water. So it could be like a earth sun sign with a water rising. Don't worry about the zodiac signs, but I am getting a lot of Scorpio. I have a lot of Taurus here, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Aquarius. Those are the main ones. Anything else before I pull the hidden messages? The High Priestess. I feel like you're just being guided to use your intuition at this time. If your intuition is saying that there is something that could still be created with you and this person, that your story isn't finalized, follow your gut, follow your intuition, all right? But if your intuition is saying, no, I think I need to leave this stuff, I need to leave this person alone, then trust it, all right? And if there is any chance of you guys resurrecting this, an authentic apology where there's actual changes made might help. But I feel like that is like the best case scenario, but not a possible case scenario, the best case scenario. If it was to work out, someone would really need a really good apology and feel like it was genuine, like real changes made. All right, so let's get into the hidden messages. Like, no one wants an apology with a but added to it. Or, I'm sorry I did this to you, but you were doing this to me. No, it has to be authentic. All right. All right, hidden message for Scorpio. Troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in the room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. I'm strongly getting someone here went through something very chaotic with someone and thought because there's been time since that situation happened, everything should be fine now without even like apologizing for something like that. This doesn't even have to be related to romance. It's kind of feeling like something really painful happened and someone is just hoping time kind of settles the dust and to not even try to resolve something. Same mistake, different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. Scorpio, whether you're saying this or someone's saying this to you, someone feels like the connection is rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Make up, break up, make up, break up. Apologize, do the same behavior. Apologize, do the same behavior. Make up, break up, make up, break up. Someone is feeling exhausted with the constant, yes, we're working on our relationship, then someone finds something to be upset about and the whole situation blows up again. Or someone repeats behaviors. Emotional safety. You don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. If you've got a connection that feels like that, hold on to it. But I feel like for some of you Scorpios, there's something that needs to be done. Misunderstood. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. Someone here may feel like they were completely misunderstood, like someone missed their intentions completely, like assumed someone had other alternative motives when it wasn't the case, and someone is done defending themselves. Someone is over it. Someone doesn't want to have to explain themselves. They know who they are. They know their intentions. They know that they're misunderstood. Marriage vows. Forever isn't fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. Some of you Scorpios, there could be a marriage in your future. Could be a marriage in your future. One with someone where there's emotional safety. If so, congratulations. Or you're working on repairing a marriage that you're already in, providing it with more emotional safety. All right. Do check out your May monthly. It was good. Like really like powerful good. All right. It's in my May playlist. On to Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius. What up, buttercups? One second. All right. I hate to continue drinking on camera, but it's a 3-hour stream. But at least I do it in between messages. All right, Sagittarius. Let's take a look. What do we have for Sagittarius this week? What do we have for Sagittarius this week? Hair tickling me. What do we have for Sagittarius this week? Sagittarius. Let's get all those syllables out. Sagittarius. 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Saggies. All right, Sagittarius, your person's feelings this week. We have the 3 of Cups. Someone's enjoying some time with you this week. Someone's feeling sociable. Someone's feeling like you guys are on a good note. This person's intentions, the 9 of Pentacles, their behavior and actions, the Strength card. Your feelings towards this person, the High Priestess, and the overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. I like it. I like it. You and another person look like you're vibing. It's not a relationship yet, though. At least that's not what I'm seeing. I see you and someone casually dating, but someone's enjoying themselves with you. But it does look like your bond is strengthening. But this person's acknowledging that they still like their time alone in between hanging out with you or socializing with you. Sagittarius, it feels like you got someone that really enjoys being around you when you guys make plans together, when you're out for dinner, hanging out with each other, or shooting the shit, just texting each other memes. This person enjoys your company so freaking much. But they are also telling me that there's also times where they can be quiet with you, and it's because they're someone that also requires a lot of alone time. But they feel like your bond is strengthening each time you guys connect with each other, and they're hoping that it does work out between the 2 of you. But they're not forcing it. They're not putting pressure on it. I like it. This person's coming in really stable and healthy, and just letting the process unfold naturally and not forcing anything. But this could actually work out between the 2 of you. With the High Priestess being your feelings, you may feel like you've got to keep your feelings to yourself while you observe this person a bit more, or you may feel like you guys have a very strong spiritual connection. Okay, so let's break it down. Why the 3 of Cups as this person's feelings for Sagittarius this week? The Fool and the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Cups. This matches Cancer's reading. 8 of Pentacles, Justice, the Star. This matches Cancer's reading. So if you're connecting with a Cancer, rewind to Cancer's portion, because this all came out. Maybe some of the cards were a little bit different, but they had this, they had the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. But regardless if you're not dealing with a Cancer or anything like that, you got someone that's really into you, Sagittarius. This person's really excited about the 2 of you, and they really want to see it go somewhere. For some of you, your connection started off as a threesome, not like a threesome, where you guys hung out with mutual friends, mutual acquaintances, things like that, and you found a way to have your own side conversation instead of having that third wheel always tagging along if you guys started off as a group first. I gotta be careful with how I say things. Unless, what do they call that? A Floridian slurp or Floridian slip? I don't know. Freudian, I don't know. Some of you, that may have came out because it needed to come out. Some of you guys did start off as like a threesome with someone or a throuple. And now you guys are making it more intimate. But I'll leave that alone. That's obviously not for everyone. So let's break down your feelings for this person, Sagittarius. Some of you guys are very spiritual. Some of you guys are very spiritual, not just because you watch tarot readings or anything like that. You guys are very tapped in. You probably can read your own cards yourself. Why the High Priestess? Temperance, major for Sagittarius, that's you. And the 10 of Swords. Some of you Sagittarians, you may have been still recovering from something that hurt you, that broke you at one point. You felt really hurt, and now you're trying to establish something healthy with somebody. Yeah, some of you Sagittarians, you've been on your healing journey. You healed from probably a long-term relationship, or you healed from a loss of a spouse. Some of you, you went through a dark period and you got out of it because you took good care of your health, your mental health, your spiritual health. You really did a lot of work on yourself, and it shows. So it feels like you're attracting someone who's also on a healing journey, also is very comfortable on their own. Because when you get to a point where you're comfortable in your own your own space. You don't need someone right next to you all the time. That's when you're ready for a relationship. When you feel like you need a relationship to feel happy, that's when you're probably going to attract karmics that are going to be challenging you. But it feels like, Sagittarius, you and another person have a strong chance here. All right, let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, 3 sevens. Well, it was there for a second. It was there for a second. As soon as I said it, it disappeared. Why the Nine of Pentacles? Eight of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy, and the King of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that this person does not feel trapped with you. Nine of Pentacles is typically that person that likes their alone time, doesn't need someone up their butt a lot, is someone very self-assured. Eight of Swords in reverse is telling me that with you in their life, it doesn't feel suffocating. It still feels like they can still do their own thing without feeling like, how can I explain this? Like Sagittarius, it feels like you're dealing with someone that likes their private time, likes to do their own thing, and that when they're around other people, they may feel like it suffocates them a little bit and they need some break to recharge their batteries. But with you, they don't feel that way. Eight of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles is telling me that even when you're around, they don't feel, it's like they can still allow quiet times without it being awkward. There's no need to perform. They could just be comfortable in their own skin without having to like be, I don't know, it feels like this is someone that typically prefers being alone, but with you, it doesn't feel like a chore. And that's usually what happens when you find someone that aligns with you. Being with them does not feel like a chore. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels comfortable. So Sagittarius, it feels like you're dealing with someone that typically likes to do their own thing, is not, you know, always looking for a relationship, but they feel very cozy with you, and it looks like they're open to committing here. But they're not forcing it. They're not forcing it. They're going to let it happen naturally. Clarify that Strength card. Five of Wands landed sideways. This is someone that's not about drama. This is someone that does not want drama at all. They've created a peaceful life for themselves, and they're very protective over it. And that could be why that Four of Pentacles first came out. But Sagittarius, I'm feeling the same for you too. Because you've already had your fair share of a toxic relationship. You don't want to entertain anything like that ever again. It feels like, Sagittarius, I feel like I'm reading for someone that had experience with an unhealthy relationship where it was like really bad and then good, bad and then good. And then you finally broke away from that and you've been healing. And now there's a person here that you're slowly getting to know, and it feels like you both are on the same page with the anti-drama crap. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Pentacles. Someone here might work from home. 10 of Cups. So I was clarifying the Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Pentacles, and I got the 10 of Cups. It feels like that wheel is going to spin in your favor. It feels like this might be a window of opportunity, Sagittarius, for you to get into a long-term relationship with a healthy dynamic. I feel like I got that for you in your May monthly. In fact, I remember saying that phrase to you in your May monthly. This is a window of an opportunity. I said that. Anything else for Sagittarius? The Ace of Cups. Congratulations if you're resonating with this, Sagittarius. It looks like you found a new relationship, or there's strong potential as long as you go with the flow. Don't force anything, because this person is being very crystal clear that they don't want anything forced. Okay, but they're really feeling comfy with you as time goes on. I'm going to pull from my complicated group in a second, but for zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Sagittarius, I have Aries, I have Cancerian energy. Leo is here, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Anybody else? Nope. Oh, and Pisces. But it could be any zodiac sign. So let's pull from the complicated group. Wow, I like that reading. That was nice. I like it when you guys get those readings. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Someone new, someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of. Beautiful. Aw, thank you, Rosanna. I would love to go to Ireland. I'll let you guys all know if I ever go there. It's on my manifestation bucket list. Thank you so much. Someone new. So Sagittarius, if you're watching this and there's nobody in your life right now, that spread that I just pulled could be a sign of what is to come in your love life. But just be open, don't force it, don't be attached to it, just kind of go with the flow. And if it looks like it could go well for you. Fading feelings in reverse. When the feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what's holding, what are you holding on to? Is it the past or the potential? But it came out in reverse. Someone may be worried that someone's feelings are faded, but it's not. Someone's still digging the connection, but is still kind of doing their own thing. Friend zone in reverse. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. It came out in reverse. So if someone's worried that someone only sees them as a friend, it's not coming up that way. Someone's feelings look like they're growing and not fading, but someone still does their own thing, and that could be what's a misunderstanding. All right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend, Sagittarius. Do check out your May monthly, and yeah, see you next time. On to Capricorn. Speaking of Capricorns, my Capricorn best friend needs me to go check on all their cats while they're traveling. I am on cat duty. One second. All right. Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys. What do we have for Capricorn this week? For the next 7 days, what do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn for the week ahead? Capricorn, 2 more shuffles, please. 6 of Wands, nice. That's one of my favorite cards. We'll see what that's about in a moment. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful sea goats. Capricorn, the 6 of Wands wanted to hop out. Aw, thank you so much, AG Poetry Corner. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm trying to give you a heart. It's not. Oh my goodness, give this person a heart. I'm trying to heart it, but it keeps on blocking you. Okay, there we go. Capricorn, the 6 of Wands wanted to get my attention, and typically this card shows out or shows up when someone's feeling appreciated, someone's feeling adored, someone's feeling like someone is seeing what makes them stand out from the rest. Or someone's celebrating some good news with somebody this week. I like it. Okay, we'll put that there and we'll figure it out later. All right, the person you could be connecting to this week, how do they feel about you? Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn's court card. With the Queen of Pentacles being one of your court cards, Capricorn, and it's showing up as their feelings, that's good. When we show up as our own court card in someone's feelings, that lets us know we're doing what we're supposed to be doing on this floating rock. We're living up to our life purpose. So this person thinks that you are a very grounded person, you're very calm, you're very responsible, you just have this way about you that feels like you always know what to do. Like someone feels like you're very comfortable to have around, like they can always like count on you to like keep everything intact, something like that. If you're already in a long-term relationship with this person is feeling like you have been a rock. But if you're not in a relationship with this person may be feeling really comfortable with you. What's their intentions? 6 of Cups. Their behavior and actions, the High Priestess. Your feelings for this person, the Queen of Swords. And the overall energy for you is the Temperance and the Ten of Swords. Some of you Capricorns, you may be divorcees or you are in recovery from something painful. Whether it was of a loss of a job, a loss of a family member, a loss of a friendship, I don't know. You're telling me that you've been on a healing journey for some time now and you're in a very careful space to not get burned again. So you're being very careful with who you spend your time with around this time frame. But you are paying attention to this person. You see them as someone that you feel like you could work with in some aspect. Repeated 6s are showing up. I'm not getting that this is the person that ever hurt you. You're not telling me that. In fact, I got the King of Wands and the Magician now showing up, indicating that there is strong physical attraction you have towards this person. But you're just keeping your options open right now, Capricorn, just in case, because you're someone that always likes to be resourceful. Capricorns always have like backup plans. You guys are like Virgos. You guys always want to have like plan A, plan B, plan C, D, E, and F. So let's break it down a little bit more. Let's start with this person's feelings for you, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups and the Fool and the Knight of Cups. This is sweet. Capricorn, you got someone really feeling you. Aw, thank you so much, Doc Gold. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Capricorn, you've got somebody who, wow, they're impressed by you. I'm just trying to figure out how long you've known this person, because the Six of Cups could be suggesting that you have at least some store, some stored memories together. Because sometimes the Six of Cups lets me know that who I'm connecting to, you guys already have like a vault of memories together, even if it only goes back 6 months. This person's impressed with you. It feels like whoever this person is, they want to understand you more, because what they're seeing so far, it's motivating them in some way. So I don't know if that has to do with that Six of Wands or that's flipped. This is a healthy individual too. Not like medical healthy. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, the Nine of Cups tells me that this is someone that is very emotionally grounded, doesn't bring in toxicity. This is someone that's a very peaceful person. And I feel like that's something that you are very deserving of right now, especially if you resonated with what I said earlier. Because this is someone that doesn't bring any drama. This is someone that doesn't bring any drama, and they're feeling like you're someone that they can trust. You know what? I want to clarify the Six of Cups. I want to rule out a couple things, because a part of me is wondering, do you guys go even further than what I'm thinking? Clarify that Six of Cups. The Strength card, Leo energy, the Moon, Pisces energy, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords shows me a whole bunch of book bags. For some of you, you guys may have met in school, or there's something about school. This person, I was clarifying their intentions, right? And the Strength card came out. The Strength card has intentions. That's the intent to show you support, to strengthen you guys' relationship. Yeah, Capricorn, whoever this person is, they're not going anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere anyways. But you're still being careful. So I don't know if you're still needing more time to figure this person out, because they clocked you quick. Whoever this person is, they're behaving as the High Priestess, which means that they're highly intuitive. They can sense when someone's shady, when someone's good, when someone's full of shit really quickly. So something about your energy is not sounding any alarms off for them. It's letting them feel, all right, Capricorn's safe. Capricorn is not shady. Capricorn wouldn't screw me over. And remember, we started off with the Queen of Pentacles as their feelings for you. Whoever this person is, Capricorn, they too have been screwed over many, many times, but they've learned from it, and now they're in a happy place, Nine of Cups, which is the same place you're trying to get to now. They might be a little bit ahead of you on their healing journey, okay? And it's not a race, it's not a competition, but it feels like they went into overdrive with their shadow work. But when they originally told me how they felt about you, they told me that they felt like you were the Queen of Pentacles, which is a good sign that you're doing what you need to do. Since their behavior is the High Priestess, this is telling me that they're behaving in a very, they're paying attention to their intuition strongly, and something is telling them you are safe. You are safe to give support to. You're safe to confide in. You're safe to build with, okay? And if this is someone that you've known for a bit, well, they've got proof in the history. Clarify that High Priestess. Justice, Libra energy. And then I got the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. Holy smokes. Are some of you guys like planning marriage with each other? Or someone here... That's not a new dating relationship combo here. Unless Capricorn, because this art depiction shows me someone getting a reading or doing a reading, and this reading might be telling them that there is a future with you. Ooh. You might have someone who's also in the spiritual community, not just you. Wow, this reading just got juicy. Clarify Capricorn's energy. Hello, geez, that pushed its way out of my hands. It's the Ace of Cups. Queen of Wands came out with it. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. That was just like a stack of cards, but this one was the one that wanted my attention. Capricorn, when it comes to your love life right now, if you and this individual are not dating yet, it looks like it's heading that way. And if this is someone that you're already dating, it feels like you're just moving slow with that Temperance energy because you don't want to get hurt, but you see something very special with this person too. And for others, I get a side message that for some of you, this might be someone that's meant to be a friend in your life and not romantic. But it may feel still like a very endearing sort of relationship, something like that. That's not going to be for all of you. Clarify that 6 of Wands. Card fell on the floor. 8 of Cups. Someone's walking away from not getting proper recognition. Someone's walking away from not being seen for who they are. Someone is walking away from people that don't appreciate them is what I'm strongly getting. And it feels like it's you, Capricorn. You're done giving your time and attention to friends, family, anybody that just does not reciprocate what you bring to people's lives. And since you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, you're someone that puts in a lot of work, you know, something like that. And it feels like you got someone here that you feel appreciates you and you're giving more attention to it. So let's pull from the complicated group. For zodiac signs that came through this read, I've got Pisces, Libra, Taurus. Stop freaking falling. I've got Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius. Those are the main ones that came through the tarot spread. So let's pull from the complicated group. Okay. Please rock that like and subscribe button, big girl, if you don't mind. I appreciate it. All right. Invite only. The real action isn't happening in public. Behind the scenes, the inner circle's already been chosen. But it got my attention in reverse. Someone may be less restrictive about friends now that they've learned how to properly vet people. Walking away in reverse. Walking away isn't failing, it's choosing yourself. When the path no longer serves you, it's time to move on. But it came out in reverse. Someone may be feeling like something is not needing to be walked away from just yet. Court date. The courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. Some of you Cappies may be divorcees and you're getting back out into the love circle again. Expecting a new life is forming. Ready or not, this changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. I don't feel like a lot of you guys are pregnant. I feel like what this card is telling me is that something is about to give birth to you in your life, Capricorn, and it feels good. It feels good. It feels like something good is happening for you. Honeymoon phase. This is the beginning. Beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance. Who else got this? Is it Sagittarius? I don't remember. Capricorn, you've got a beautiful love read. Someone is like appreciating who you are as a person. Last card, physical passion. This connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. All right, so I hope that helps. Go check out your May monthly, Capricorn. It's got both both. It's got both a love spread and a general spread that talks about career, money, things like that. It's in my May playlist on my YouTube channel. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. On to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. Aquarius, what do we have for hello, stop falling. These cards are like jumpy all of a sudden. What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius, please, for the week ahead? 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles got my attention. Some of you guys are under a crazy amount of stress right now, whether it's work-related, money-related, family-related. All right, you might be needing to ground your energy. Thank you, Carla. Thank you so much, girly poo. Thank you so much. Aquarius, what do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, Aquarius, the person you're potentially connecting to this week, what are their feelings for you? We have the Page of Wands. All right, that's a cute card. Their intentions with you, the 8 of Pentacles. Their actions, the 8 of Cups. Your feelings, the Sun. And the overall energies, the Hermit. All right, so what I'm kind of getting is that this week, Aquarius, you've got someone that has a couple different choices to take. And regarding the choice, it may affect how they show up in this relationship, okay? Someone's needing to be very careful about what choices they make because it may have consequences to the relationship, but doesn't have to. Let's start with this person's feelings because right now this person, you know, feels a spark between the two of you. I clarified it and I got the Knight of Swords. This person is telling me that they have some important decisions to make around this time frame. Oh my goodness, these cards are falling everywhere. They got some important decisions to make this week, and they're trying to make this decision clearly with that 4 of Swords energy. So they might be acting quiet, and it might be, you know, making you feel unsettled. And that could be why that 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles hopped out earlier. You may be dealing with someone that's being quiet all of a sudden, just being distant all of a sudden. It does look like it's someone that's trying to put in a lot of work in their life right now. They may be focusing on their job, money, things like that, and not giving much time to the relationship. Clarify Aquarius's feelings. Why the Sun? How did this get in my pile reverse? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And then I see the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. How did that happen? Nothing else is in reverse. Oh, 9 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse is actually a good card. And the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you Aquarians, you're gaining clarity about your love life right now that's going to help you get out of your head and not stress about unnecessary things to stress about. Like you're getting the actual clarity. Because sometimes the 9 of Swords in the upright has us stressed about things that we don't really know all the answers for. 9 of Swords in reverse with the Sun is telling me that you're going to have the answers. What you do with those answers, we don't know yet. But it's showing me that you're not going to be in the dark anymore. 10 of Pentacles in reverse could be telling me that your relationship with someone has slowed down aggressively recently because of changes in someone's life. Like if someone is working more hours now, or someone is just like, you know, I'm getting someone very busy right now. Clarify that 8 of Pentacles. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And then I got the Death card. Aquarius, it kind of feels like around this time frame, going into the week ahead, you're stressing about what someone is thinking or feeling about you, but it looks like throughout the week you get the information that you're needing to confirm whether your fears were accurate. It feels like you're dealing with someone that's made a lot of changes in their life, and those changes are reflecting on you in a way that stresses you out. So I don't know if this person's putting less attention to the relationship going forward, because it kind of feels that way. Clarify that 8 of Cups. The Empress in reverse and the 4 of Cups in the upright. Yeah, Aquarius, it kind of feels like around this time frame, someone had to make some sacrifices to do with their life, money, career opportunities that sacrifice the attention that they can give to this relationship. And I don't feel like they told you yet. It's kind of what it feels like. Someone's feeling really bad. Someone's feeling like they don't have enough energy or time in their schedule to give to the relationship fully because something else is prioritizing their time or monopolizing their time. That's what I meant to say. For some, there could be a child's mother involved. A child's mother is needing someone more than ever and feels like they're not getting the support that they need. Like if you're a mom, Aquarius, or your person's a mom, someone may be feeling like the child responsibilities are being put on one person's shoulders and not equally. That's a very specific message. Because I'm strongly getting a parent, whether a mom or a dad, that feels like they were given all the responsibilities because someone is in their feelings about something else. It's like someone's wanting to say, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling each day, I still got to do my job as a parent. Why do you get to check out? Kind of like that. Someone feels like they're checking out of the relationship due to things that everyone's going through right now. It's kind of what you're saying, Aquarius. And you're trying not to be mean about it, but you're being very straightforward and blunt about something, Aquarius. It's like you want to tell someone, we all have jobs, but we still make time for our relationships. Or we all have busy lives, but we still check in on our partners, our loved ones. We still take care of our kids, things like that. That's kind of what you're telling me in this reading, Aquarius. You feel like someone's life has changed dramatically. No, that's the right word. No, dramatically. You feel like someone's life has changed dramatically, and you feel like instead of like finding a way to balance everything together where everything doesn't have to get neglected for something new to get the attention, you feel like this person just jumped ship and just threw all their energy to something else that's in their life. I really hope that's making sense, Aquarius. You're defending your family, you're defending your relationship with someone around this time frame. You're pretty much saying we all have jobs, we all have responsibilities, but we don't all have to neglect everything else that we got going on to accommodate new things. So some of you Aquarians may feel like someone is being quiet with you or neglecting the relationship because of maybe a job, or they're taking on a new hobby or something like that, and you feel like it's not fair that you get cut because something else entered. Something like that. Now, I don't know if you guys are in a relationship right now or if this was in the early stages, but you feel like someone just pulled the plug really quickly, but not because of the relationship not working. It's like you're telling me, Aquarius, the relationship was working and you don't understand why this person had to choose one or the other instead of finding a way to balance it all in together with that Temperance card. Because it's showing me, this card originally showed up in this person's intentions, Aquarius. It's showing me that this person was intending to make everything fit. But then they started to get emotionally overwhelmed and decided to say F it and just disassociate from their emotions. Because they started to feel overwhelmed. Because we originally started off the reading with the Page of Wands showing me someone with a crossroads, with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords, indicating that someone was trying their best to figure out a way to accommodate everybody in their life and getting their full attention. And then they got exhausted. So around this time frame, Aquarius, you may be feeling like someone's being distant with you. This could be why. Or someone's not like following through with future plans with you. Knight of Pentacles. For some of you Aquarians, you've got some other changes happening in your life that might distract you from what is going on with this person. Some of you, you've got some other opportunities that might end up pulling you away from them. For some of you, if you do have a child, it feels like this child benefits off of this. Yeah. Aquarius, if you're dealing with someone that recently got an opportunity that kind of pulled them away from you a little bit, it looks like you're also getting something here that would have pulled you away from them too, but they kind of beat you to it. It doesn't mean that this relationship doesn't have to work out, but it's showing me that your attention to them is going to start to shift onto you and what you've got going on, because you got a lot of success heading your way. You got a lot of success heading your way. Ace of Cups, and I got the Fool. So Aquarius, it feels like for the week ahead, your mindset is going to shift from wondering what they're up to, why they're not making time for you, things like that, to being more about what you've got going on, and things start to really look up for you. Things start to really look up for you. You've got something beautiful here. Yeah, so if I were you, let this person do what they need to do. If they're not being like communicative with you, focus on your own mental health, your own needs, your own well-being, because you got something good here. You got something good here that you don't see yet. But it doesn't look like there's an ending between you and this person. It just feels like this week, they're not putting that much attention to the relationship is what it's giving me. It's not giving me a breakup. It's not giving me a divorce. It's not giving me you guys blocking each other. It just feels like for the week ahead, you feel neglected. But then you stop caring when you realize what changes are heading your way too. So let's pull from the complicated group. For zodiac signs that came through, Aquarius, I have Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, strong Leo, Sagittarius. I wonder if Leo season, Aquarius, something big might be opening up for you. Whether it was job related, money related, relationship related, it kind of feels like summertime, July, August might mean something really good for you. That was just like a little preview. All right, hidden messages for Aquarius. Envy vibes. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. You had, where is that card at? You had this card that kind of, here we go. This Six of Wands card came out for you, Aquarius. For some of you, someone may be envious of you and is acting distant because they feel like you already get enough attention. Like I've seen some videos where someone will say that they will purposely go out of their way to not compliment a pretty person because they assume that they already get enough compliments, or purposely go out of their way to not say good job on a test if they think that someone always gets congratulations on a test, like envious and not wanting to inflate their ego anymore, even if it's not someone who's egotistical. So some of you Aquarians, you might be doing really well, or you're about to be doing really well, and someone is avoiding complimenting you because they're jealous about it. This may not even be related to your romantic love life. It could be related to a friend or a colleague or someone in your life that you may feel like never compliments you or congratulates you on things. Oh, they notice. They notice. They just don't feel like you deserve it. They deserve it. They feel like they deserve it, even if you did all the sweat and tears to earn whatever you got. I mean, you don't do sweat and tears to be pretty, but it doesn't even have to be related to your looks. That was just an example. Some of you Aquarians may get a lot of attention for your job, your personality, or something like that, and someone's throwing some envy your way and going out of their way to act distant just to hurt you. Because sometimes the Six of Wands is someone who gets a lot of attention. So someone may be purposely ignoring you because they feel like you get enough attention. You don't need someone like that in your life. Trust me. Expecting. A new life is forming, ready or not. This changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. For some of you, you might be finding out about a pregnancy that you are expecting with someone that you already have a child with, and you may be thinking, well, that person doesn't even help me with the first kid. Now I'm going to have another one with this person, because that Empress in reverse was telling me that I was reading for someone who felt like they were being overwhelmed with all the responsibilities of raising the kid or children. Like someone's got a baby daddy that doesn't show up to help, or a baby mother or something like that, or lives with someone that always makes them change the diapers and things like that. That's a very specific message, but I can't help it came through, okay? Don't force it. Love lessons. Don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. False connection. The bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. Ulterior motives. Someone's words and actions aren't lining up, and that's not an accident. There's an agenda here, and love might not be it. And then the last one is court date. The courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. Some of you Aquarians may be going through a divorce with that Empress in reverse coming out originally, and you feel scared that someone's going to not show up for their responsibilities of the family or the children or child support because of what you're already experiencing. All right, so do check out your May monthly. I just posted it yesterday. It's in my May playlist. All right, if you want, you don't have to, but it's there. There's a love spread and a general spread in there. So it's a whole lot of details for the month of May. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Aquarius. On to Pisces. Oh my God, I got too many decks on my table. I need to organize it this weekend. And it doesn't help that my cats hop on the table after work and knocks everything over. Oh my God. It's not easy writing backwards, you guys. Bear with me. Give me a second. There. Hi, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's take a look. What do we have for Pisces? Okay, I thought I heard something outside. What do we have for Pisces? That's what I heard outside, a motorcycle. Motorcycle. Pisces, your reading yesterday had someone with a motorcycle, but it was in a different tarot deck. It was in the, it was in this one. Pisces, 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water fishies. All right, Pisces, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Their intentions with you, the High Priestess. Their behavior and actions, the 7 of Swords. Ooh, what is that about? Your feelings towards this person, the 10 of Swords. And the overall energy for you is the Fool. Influenced by the King of Pentacles and the Lovers and the 6 of Cups. All right, Pisces, say no more. You are officially done with the past and you're welcoming in something new. But that past situation doesn't feel like it's over yet. Yeah, Pisces, look at this. I got the King of Pentacles and I got the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you Pisceans are welcoming in new relationships this summer. Look at that. Some of you guys are welcoming in new relationships this summer because you decided to take a chance on yourself and not feed anything that was not healthy for you. Because look at this. You got the 10 of Swords as your feelings towards who this person is. Okay? Even though you look like you're moving on right here, this person wanted to have the microphone today. I can't help who shows up. It kind of reminds me of watching that medium, that psychic medium, John Edward, and he'll be like reading the audience on his show, and he can't help who gets the microphone. If someone wanted Aunt Sally to get the mic, but Uncle Bob came in instead, he had to read it how he had to read it. Something like that. So Pisces, you've got something beautiful right here. Like the summertime, something is really growing for you. But who wanted to show up in the reading today to get their point across is someone that you're done. You're done with. You don't ever want to see them again. You're done. But this person feels like there's more left to happen here. And you're over here like you want to, you know, what do I have, a pinky wiggling? You want to really kill me off here? Not like realistically, I hope not. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune. The Tower and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, someone feels like a tower that happened between the two of you woke them up to some behavior of theirs, some of their feelings, and it looks like this person's wanting another chance here. Someone feels like they deserve another chance. However, Pisces, they're showing up in the Seven of Swords, which tells me that they're being strategic about something. They're not being authentic about something. Their intentions is to move in secret. Give me a card on Pisces energy when it comes to this person. Seven of Cups in reverse and the Four of Cups. This kind of reminds me of what I had for Leo in the very beginning. Hold on for a second. Card fell on the floor. Seven of Cups in reverse. You don't see this person as an option. Aw, thank you, Anna Jones. Yes, the link to my website is in the description box below the video, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. That's 2 Ds, not one for Baddison. I look forward to reading for you, girl. Now, with the Seven of Cups in reverse being here, Pisces, you're kind of telling me that whoever this person is, it's not one of your options. You've already made your decision over here on what you wanted. You know what? I'm getting a side message. For some of you Pisceans, this is not someone that you were with romantically. This could be someone who was bringing stress to your life or to someone important to you's life. The beginning of this reading feels very similar to what I had for Leo. So I don't know if you're connecting with a Leo, but you're happy right here, or you're going to be very happy. It feels like someone is showing up in your reading, Pisces, that I don't feel like you saw as an option or even wants to see it become an option. And this person's throwing energy your way, because maybe you are someone that can help them with something else. Clarify that, High Priestess. The Six of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Hanged Man. Yeah, Pisces, whoever this person is, they're trying to resurrect something that you've already cut out. That you're only looking back just to make certain that they stay where they're at and don't follow you where you're going. Clarify that Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This is someone that's trying to reach out to you and get you to hear them out. But I'm strong again, you got something else over here that looks like it's cooking up to being something really successful here. And I just don't want to see you miss out on this, because this person was able to pull your attention away from this over here. Something like that. I mean, whatever's meant for you will be for you, but there could be delays. Like, think of it like this, Pisces. Imagine right now you're single, right? Let's just, hypothetical situation, making it up for educational purposes. Say you're single right now and you've been healing from an old relationship or healing from some breakups, and there's nobody new in your life at all. Nobody in your life at all. And you've been healing and you've been praying for a healthy relationship to come your way, but nobody you've met so far does the trick. And then out of nowhere, an ex that hurt you comes knocking on your door energetically, wanting another chance with you. And you know that this is not good for you, and you want to wait for the universe to bring you someone healthier, but at the same time you may be thinking, but what if there isn't anyone better? What if this is my best shot, my only shot to have a partner? And you end up going towards this person, and you may never meet this person that was about to meet you very soon. You blocked the opportunity from ever happening, and it became a missed opportunity because you gave in to a fear of not ever meeting somebody and not wanting to be alone, that you would rather have taken back someone that hurt you than to just be patient for what was coming in. It's kind of what this reading feels like, Pisces, if you don't already have the new person in your life. It's like it's manifesting as we speak. You've got a beautiful love connection showing up here that would fulfill a lot of your wishes, but sometimes the devil will bring us our exes or people that we don't want relationships with right when we're feeling lonely, right when we're feeling like there's no one better out there. We might as well just settle for mediocrity. And I'm being guided to tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. This is not going to make you happy. Whoever this person is, they're coming in deceptive. They're coming in deceptive. They're not being honest. Tell me more about what's coming towards Pisces. The Devil. The Devil and the Ace of Swords. Pisces, it feels like an ex is trying to pull you back into your life around this time frame. And you're being guided to just be patient on your love life if you know it in your heart that this is not good for you, or it's going to pull you into a repeated pattern. Because with that Wheel of Fortune being there, it feels like your cycle has already been complete. You've already learned what you needed to learn from it. Now, if you've got someone reaching out to you that never hurt you, never disrespected you, never put you through any pain, and things just didn't work out, and they're coming back around, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. I'm talking to the Pisceans that have had 10 swords in their back because of a person. 10 swords is not an accident. 10 swords is, I hurt you repeatedly over and over again, and I still wanted to come back. Anything else for Pisces? 9 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun, and the 8 of Cups. So they're wanting you to take control over your life right now and get in control of what you want and what you don't want. And don't let fear overtake you. You got something that's meant to grow long term, but you got to come in with the mindset of knowing and trusting and having faith that it's going to work out and not attach it with fear. So I hope that helps. So I'm going to pull the complicated group cards in a second. Let me just name off the zodiac signs that came through, because 2 different people showed up in your reading today, Pisces. One you already know, one that you're about to get to know if you don't already know them already. And I was strongly getting summertime being a really good time for you. I've got strong Scorpio here. Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancerian energy, Aries, Gemini. Those are the main ones that came through, but it could be any zodiac sign, okay? So let's pull the complicated group cards. Pisces, by the way, I posted your new reading yesterday. I posted it just last night. So if you haven't checked it out yet, it's in my Made playlist. If you click on my homepage of YouTube, it's under most recent videos. All right. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you're a girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Remember, please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't, never force a message. Okay, bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you, it's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. Heck yeah. Sharing space, whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. I love that card. Blocked. It's things to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase ghosts. Pisces, I kind of feel like you block somebody. Status symbol. Someone chasing symbols instead of substance and wondering why it still feels empty. Some of you Pisces may be feeling like someone is trying to get back with you for other reasons, not because of love, possibly because what you can do. Maybe you're successful. Maybe you're, attracting a lot of good opportunities. Because I also have the big break card right here. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. Some of you Pisces may be about to have a big break successfully, career-wise, and someone may be trying to get some gold from you. Did I just miss somebody? Thank you so much, Tance. I appreciate that, Tance Williams. Holding back. You're dimming your light to keep the peace. Wait a minute, I think I misread that. I'm sorry. Uncle Bob, good buddy. Test results. The guesswork is over. An answer is coming that will clarify everything or complicate it even more. So Pisces, you had some good stuff showing up in that reading. Okay, but it does look like there could be something that holds you back. Just do what's best for yourself, okay? You deserve the best. Just when we're about to get the best, sometimes the universe will throw us a curveball to see if we've grown and learned from something, or if we're still going to make the same repeated decisions. And if we make the repeated decisions, we don't get the rewards for learning about those situations. All right? So, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to my awesome mod squad. Please give me a little time to get the timestamps going. It takes a good 20 minutes for me to type those up. If you're interested in booking private reading, the link to my website is in the description box below this video, Baddisonintuitivetarot.com. That's 2 Ds, not one for Baddison. It's a pre-recorded, but I still require you guys to pick a date and time on my calendar. It's to keep my schedule organized. That's the time and date I record it, and you get the video an hour later. So make sure your PayPal email is up to date. What else? All the May monthlies are done. Just look for the May playlist. I'll be working on the weeklies this week. All right, love you guys. On that note, I rock that deck.